Okay.
Well, they were going after the people that were helping you and giving
Yeah, that's right.
commands.
Alrighty, so let's get started. So start off with a recap. Last session you guys had made your way from section 11 over to the astral shipyards to meet Van Dellen. He's going to take you guys to the Red Dragon caves so that you can make an alliance with these red dragons, and then in turn they'll be able to transport you deep into the heart of Tunarath, the Far Realm portal. You guys had to get past a checkpoint before the astral shipyards called Grintok. There was quite a few Githyanki guarding it, but not as many as usual because a lot of the Githyanki are fighting mind flayers over the other side of the city. You guys managed to kill a commander, a sergeant, and grab his keys and make your way to the astral shipyards, where you found there were four lanes where the ships dock. Two of them are warehouses and two of them are docks at the astral shipyards. So you guys scouted the area and decided to go and just wait down in the warehouse area. There was a presence of Gif there, who didn't seem to like you guys loitering around, and you guys had sort of killed quite a few Githyanki quite nearby. So a Githyanki came to report that, and that you guys are sort of attracting a little bit of suspicion by that stage. So one of the commanders asked to see your bags to see if you have any evidence of this crime, as the Githyanki's sword was missing, greater sword. So they searched your bag and they found the greater silver sword inside of it, and they surrounded you guys, getting ready to attack. But just as they're about to attack, the Githyanki's attention turns somewhere else. You look up overhead and you see a mind flayer ship hovering above the astral shipyards. Immediately, all Githyanki that were standing around, either transporting themselves off to fight in the war or wherever they were going, they stop what they're doing, loading cargo into warehouses and food supplies and whatnot. They all draw their weapons, and as you look up to the ship, you don't see any mind flayers about. And then there are these small dots, these dark dots that seem to just be like flying out from the ship. The ship is several hundred feet above the shipyard, and at this stage Githyanki have already rushed to draw their weapons, getting quite defensive indeed. And as these dots get closer to you, they become larger, and you guys realize what they are. Intellect devourers. There are hundreds of them. They just start raining down all over the docks, and they land near Githyanki. Githyanki draw their weapons, and you see one Githyanki warrior to the north of you easily cut an intellect devourer down. Another one jumps at him, he slices through it with a single swing. Then four more intellect devourers fall onto him, landing on the Githyanki warrior with their stumpy legs, thick claws, knocking him to the ground. And then he just sort of kinks his neck to the side as the rest of the intellect devourers jump on his body. And this is happening all around you. Even where you stand here, two intellect devourers land down, and they start fighting the Githyanki warriors that were guarding this warehouse. The Githyanki knight on the back of the red dragon, he immediately just swoops over to the side, and the Githyanki surrounding you guys, the knight who has the bag of holding, he simply just drops it on the ground, and he still has his sword drawn as he's turned towards you, Rin. Don't think this will distract me. I've still got time to kill you first. Get them! And the 3 Githyanki surrounding you guys, and the Gith, they attack you.
Right.
And Ren is just like, are you serious? Oh man, that sucks.
Alright, this Githyanki warrior next to you, Tarkin, he comes in with his greatsword and he swings. So I have to reload my page then. Audio glitch. Okay. Go, that's better. Alright, he makes his first attack on you, Darkin, and he hits for 18 points of damage. 23. And then he sort of just runs up on you, pushes into you with a shoulder barge. His wiry frame manipulates his greatsword with ease. Each swing there is a screech of psychic energy trailing away from the blade as he attacks again. But a 13 is a miss, so you grab your longsword and parry him off.
I'll riposte that one then.
Alrighty, as your blades meet, you find an opening and you go for it. .22 is a hit. Alrighty, that's 11 slashing damage. You'd don't have your sword lit yet, so you won't get the fire damage.
Yep.
Alright, the Githyanki then, he just ends his turn there. It's just very close quarters fighting. This Githyanki warrior, he lunges at you as well, Tarkin. He takes one mighty swing with his greatsword. You easily step back as the attack falls short, and then he jumps forward. And
Ooh.
Jesus.
It's a tough one.
the greatsword just pierces into your side, and as the blade is driven into you, it unleashes a scream of psychic energy that hits for 13 slashing and 17 psychic, 30 points of damage with a crit.
Alright.
He ends his turn there. See more intellect devour just landing on the tops of buildings and just burrowing in through gaps in the roofs. You hear Githyanki all around you and Gith alike screaming. Ah! Tarkin.
Okay, so first attack will then be against the guy, the first one that I riposted against. So I'll light my sword. Is that a bonus action, or can I just do that?
The bonus action.
All right. So, well, I'm gonna attack. I need to use a bonus action for second wind. So I guess I can't light the sword then. So I will just do a regular attack with the sword.
Alright, you come in at him with the flame tongue. 16 is a miss as he blocks your blade.
Alright, and then use the Warhammer. Make sure.
You make your second attack and he interposes his half plate, blocking a 12.
Alright, so that was the first attack, and then the second attack then is again.
But you just did 2 attacks. Flame tongue was 1 attack, Warhammer was another attack.
Oh, okay.
That's 2
All right,
attacks.
so then I'm gonna do the bonus. I'm gonna do my second one then. Seven. All right. And I think that's my turn then, right?
Yeah. Are you multi-class?
No.
Okay. You guys are
We're
still
not-
level
we're
6? Oh, you haven't
We're
leveled
not
up
level
yet?
7 yet. Yeah. It's
Okay.
when we rest.
Okay. That's right.
Yep, that's my turn.
Okay. Don't forget to hit that end of turn button. Oops. Both hit it at the same time. Alright, Olican. You, yeah, your character has just been tagging along with everyone else. The Githyanki are trying to kill you. These ones, the closer ones too. This Githyanki, this one, Githyanki Knight, and this Gith who's got a musket pointed at you.
I'll green flame blade this guy.
You come in with a green flame blade, the scimitar. He hits your blade and a lick of green flame just sort of funnels up into the air. It's a miss.
With the bonus attack that I get from scimitar speed, can I use the green flame blade again?
No, because that's a spell. It doesn't allow you to cast 2 spells.
Yep. Okay, I'll just attack this guy. Same guy. Oh my god.
Another miss. You hit the pommel across, so the cross guard of his great sword. Alright, what are you concentrating on, Auric?
I shouldn't be concentrating on anything.
Okay.
I don't know.
Alright. Oh, what's going on with this GIF? Okay. Alright, the GIF, he just looks around and sees Intellect Devourers sort of jumping on the roof. And he looks a little bit panicked. You can see he's sort of snorting his nose. And he takes out his pistol and he fires at you, Auric. 11 misses. Takes a second shot at you, unleashing his flintlock pistol. 17 is a hit.
And he
Hits you for 7. Oh, you're shielding it. Alright, the bullet
my
just
last one.
ricochets off, slamming into a nearby warehouse. The GIF backs up a little bit. Oh, damn it! These little brain dogs! They're everywhere! He yells out. Hurry up with them! Auric.
A question about Ice Wall. If I cast it using the staff and half of it, the wall is on the solid surface, can the other half hang over this area?
Yeah, it just appears in like a point in space. It doesn't need to be touching anything. As long as the panels are touching each other.
Where it hits this guy, and these two.
Alrighty.
But not Tarkin. So
Thank
I
you.
will.
Should be easy enough to do.
That's that, and that'll be the end of that bag of tricks.
Alright, so sort of like that.
No, yes, but they have to touch, I
Yeah.
think, yeah.
Okay. Did you want any more wall of ice, or just stack it on top of each other? Because
I
got
really
100
wanted to
feet.
get that. I really wanted to get that knight, but I don't think I can get him without hitting teammates. I guess I'll
think
just
you
stack
can.
it as. Can I?
yep.
If I can get him, I want to get him too.
Let's have a look. See how
Oh, it
much-
doesn't have to be a continuous wall.
No, as long as the panels are touching each other, you can configure them like however you need
Oh,
to.
okay.
Let's
Interesting.
take a look.
Wow.
Let me just measure that. 100 feet. It's 40 plus 25,
Yeah.
65. Actually, still got more.
And just the one on the knight, I want to stack as high as I can.
And you stack it up like 50 foot high.
Yeah.
And as that happens, just this frigid wall of ice just shoots up out of nowhere, cutting through people's spaces, intersecting Githyanki. You see like about a dozen intellect devourers just slam up against the wall above the Githyanki Knight. So first I'll make the saves for the two warriors. Alright, they both fail and they almost split apart, taking 36 points of cold damage each. They are shunted to the side of that wall of ice. Now the two closer, these guys. They both fail the save, taking 36 cold damage. Just
Awesome.
almost splits them in two. And it shunts them to the side. And it almost knocks them off into the astral plane. Alright, they sort of fall off to the side, and then they fall down about 20 feet, and then they just stop. And they hover 20 feet below into the astral sea. You guys can fly here.
Mm-hmm.
The Githyanki Knight, he makes a dex save. And he fails. It cuts through him. He's hit for 36 cold damage. Shunted off to the side. He too tries to dive. He goes to grab onto the boardwalk and he falls. He gets about 20 feet before he manages to fly, hovering 20 feet below the boardwalk. Okay. Rin.
Okay, so I have a space that I can go through right here, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
5, 10,
Oh, it was awesome.
15. No, that's great. I'm all for this. Well, before I leave that space, the bag is still on the ground, right? I'll
Yeah.
use my interact with objects to pick it up, sling it over my shoulder.
Yeah.
So it's 15, 25. And we'll where's that? There it is. Makes a disruption. That's a miss.
That just bounces straight off of him.
That's probably a miss too.
14 misses. He has this
That's
like regal
way to
looking
start the
breastplate. You hit it as hard as you can and it just dents it. And the gift's 7 foot tall gift just snorts down and you you'll have to try better than that, boyo.
It's just really not a good way to start the day here. Then I'll bonus action do a palm strike on him. 17?
17 hits him.
Okay, I'm gonna add a first level smite on this. Alright, I guess I can try a little harder.
Alright, your hand glows and you just palm him in the face, smashing his head backwards for 17 points of damage. He snaps his head back into place. Now you've made me mad!
I'm sure I have. It's my turn.
Mathan.
Okay. I'm going to step over here. I know they're out of range for the moment, but I'm going to cast Spirit Guardians.
Okay. Alright, you throw up a Spirit Guardians, and as you do that, you look up and you see 3 Intellect Devourers falling towards you. They just they hit the Spirit Guardians and just get smelted away.
Good.
And I tell everybody to get inside the aura.
I think we are.
Alright, this Githyanki Knight is going to fly back and up out of the range of the spirit guardians, but on the same level as you guys. And he just sort of pans the area, looking over to see Githyanki fighting intellect devourers all around you. Absolute chaos. All out warfare. And he smirks at you, Mathan. And he puts his hand out. And you start to feel an invisible force grabbing you. You feel your body start to get lifted. Make a strength check.
Check.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's.
Telekinesis?
Ooh,
Maybe.
that's like that.
And then you just resist it. As
Nice.
you do not move.
I flex my muscles, but I'm really skinny.
Careful.
Ren gives you a big thumbs up.
And then he sort of points his silver greatsword at you, Mathan. Kill that one fast!
That one's dead.
This Githyanki warrior just, he flies up straight into the spirit guardians.
Melted.
And what was your damage roll there? Oh, you haven't rolled it yet. Yeah, he just gets like assaulted by spectral scrolls and just combo him, and his body is just flung off into the astral abyss. But this other Githyanki warrior, it doesn't bother him at all. He doesn't seem to flinch. He flies straight into it as well. Roll us up some more damage. Whoops.
I
Should
roll
be
again?
Yep. Should be a -2 on that save. I clicked the wrong one. Alright, even he is just like the spectral scrolls just cut holes through him, and he's flung back to the astral abyss below. Where you are, it's like an extension of the arm of the dead god. So there's no actual solid ground underneath you. It sort of ends about 100 feet to your west, and there is just a series of boardwalks and ramps, buildings that have been extended outwards, and just a leap straight out into the astral plane after that, a few hundred feet to your east. Okay. Tarkin.
Alright, Tarkin's gonna go and look to support Rin against this guy here. So he's gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He'll finally light the sword up. I don't know if I can do that before he attack as a bonus action.
You can do it whenever you need, at any point during your turn.
Alright, so he's gonna light up the sword and attack that guy.
Alright. Flame erupts from the blade of the flame tongue. 20 is a hit. For 21 points of damage. Slashing through him, it sears into his flesh.
Alright, and then second attack then, also with the same sword, right? I can do that?
Yep, you've got 2 attacks. 19 hits. And you slash into him again for another 11 points of damage. And the Gith is pretty badly injured at this stage.
Alright, and I think that's it, right? That's all I can do from attacking perspective.
Yep, you've used 2 attacks. You've used your bonus action and movement. All it can.
So we can just fly at will?
Yes, you'll fly. You have a fly speed equal to 3 times your intelligence score.
That's exciting.
Yeah, 45, and then it's just rounded to the nearest 5.
It's nice for smart people.
Okay. I'll just come and kill this guy. 10, 20. I mean, I'm gonna try to kill him. Probably miss again. Oh, he gone.
You just zip over there and you lop his head off. This massive hippopotamus head just falls off into the
Nice.
astral abyss, and this bloody stump just spurts out some blood and just sort of stands there like a fountain, still like clutching his pistol in his hand.
I mean, I should grab his bullets, but I only have 20, even though I don't use it anymore. And then I will do my bonus action on the dude in the south that's concentrating.
All right,
The knight or whatever.
use the help action on him.
Yeah.
Okay. Oric.
Okay, so I'm gonna cast Magic Missile at 2nd level. Because all I have left are 2nd level slots.
All right. It hits him for 8 points of force damage. He tries to dodge the magic missiles, but no matter how he moves, they find him and slam into him. He does maintain concentration.
Then I'm gonna take cover. Well, for now.
Okay. Rin.
I am going to. I'm gonna bonus action throw up a. Okay, it doesn't. Still, I need to just redo it. Hunter's mark.
Okay.
On that guy. I could fly over there to him, but I'm pretty hurt, and I want him to come to us and the Spirit Guardians. So I'm just gonna throw a dart at him.
All right, it'll probably kill him.
That
That's
doesn't
the
hit
kill.
him.
15 is a miss. Your dart just gets lost.
All right, that's all I got.
My fan.
Okay, so he's probably very angry at me. So, going to command him. Let me read something real quick. I don't want to screw it up. It doesn't loses the command if it takes damage, right?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna command him to hold. Basically, stay in play.
Okay. He makes a wisdom save. Point your finger at him and command him. And you can see him going through some sort of struggle. He can't move his arms or legs, he just sort of freezes in that position.
And then I'm going to step in. Taking
Alrighty.
my Spirit Guardian.
Well, the scrolls just wash through the air surrounding you. A couple more intellect arrows just randomly fall into it, just getting churned away like a wood chipper. Blood is just spraying out, pieces of brain going flying everywhere.
Stay away from my brain.
Anything else for your turn, Math Fan?
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't click. But I rolled damage already for this.
Alrighty, he starts his turn in it, and you just see the scrolls assaulting him as well for 16 radiant damage. He writhes and roars, maintains concentration, and then he just stays exactly where he is. He's just sort of hovering slightly above a nearby building. At this stage, everyone can easily sort of fly or is hovering above the air. So sort of buildings are not really an obstacle whatsoever. Do you notice that when you were examining the shipyards, people were still walking even though they have the ability to fly? Tarkin.
Alright, gonna take advantage of him being frozen in place and actually finally get a full set of attacks against this guy. Start with Flame Tongue.
Alright, you leap up into the air. And a 15 is a miss.
So follow up with Warhammer bonus.
That's a crit.
Nice.
There we go. Would have been nice with the Flame Tongue on that, but take it.
You smash the Warhammer into his side for 12 bludgeoning damage. And it just sort of knocks him back. Wow, he loses concentration on his spell.
Awesome. Alright. And then second attack, Flame Tongue.
20 is a hit.
Is he immobilized though? Do I have advantage on him with this?
No, you don't have advantage. Alright, you slash him for 21 points of damage. You just pierce Flame's tongue straight through his chest. And an explosion of fire consumes his body. And he lifelessly falls back and just crashes into the roof of this shoddy building.
Can I see my dart floating in the astral sea?
That dart is gone.
No! No, it wasn't my favorite dart anyway. My favorite one never misses.
Alright, you guys just see Intellect Devourer just continuing to just basically rain down on the entire astral shipyards. And you look over towards the mothership, and hovering above it is a familiar Ulatharid Extrematon. Many face tentacles writhe and rise up above him, and then components of the ship start to open up and mind flayers start to appear. They hover out, levitating down, and they target Gith warriors that are already occupied fighting Intellect Devourers. And you almost hear like this disgusting chorus of glee as mind flayers grab Githyanki's by the neck, jam their tentacles into their noses, start devouring brains.
Where the hell is Vendellen?
What do you guys do?
We could try to get in that building that everyone was going into
Yes.
and get us a little bit of a safety maybe from these mind flayers, or we could just leave the docks altogether.
Is it only this dock that is being attacked, or is everywhere?
Everywhere.
Yep, everywhere. The ship is over in this direction. You guys can fly up if you want to take a look at everything.
I'm gonna fly up really quick. What did you say the flight speed was?
It's equal to 3 times your intelligence score.
14 times 3, that's 42, so that should be what, 40?
Yep. You fly up, get a view of the surrounding area, and it is, yeah, it's just a bloodshed. It's all out war between mind flayers and Githyanki. You see even small ships flying out from the Githyanki mothership, little nautiloids that are just slamming into Githyanki vessels, ripping them off and devouring their brains. You see the red dragon flying around, strafing mind flayers with its breath weapon, just taking out 2 or 3 mind flayers in a single breath. It's hard though for the dragon to just target only the mind flayers, because the mind flayers are using the Githyanki as human shields.
I think we should run in the opposite direction, guys.
I'm gonna call up to Mathan. Do you see Vendellin's ship? I know you probably don't, but it's a hope.
I'm gonna look for it.
Make
Do
a
I see it?
perception check. Alright, you look around and no sign of Vendellin's ship. There is a similar one. It looks like the same model. It's way, way bigger. But you look over to the north on runway 1. There are 2 Gith, an Intellect Devourer, and a Githyanki fighting them off. A Githyanki fighting Gith. Take a closer look, and you can't believe your eyes. It's Vendellin.
Woo-hoo. I think I found him.
Seems to be fighting his way through.
Quickly, let's go over there, north.
Okay.
We'll
And
follow
start
you.
Flying. There's-
I can't fly as fast as you.
I'll wait for them. I'll keep pace with them.
Because my intelligence is only at 8, so I can only fly like 20 feet.
Me too.
We're like
butts.
puttering. We're kind of like puttering along, like almost falling every now and then.
Read more books. Let's go.
Alright, as you guys start flying over, 2 Intellect Devourers just... they sort of just land down on the roof of this building, intersecting your path. And they're coming at you guys.
Am I the only one getting this weird lighting glitch?
Yeah, I had a weird thing, so I
I'm
just
gonna reload
restarted.
the page.
Yeah,
It
reload
might
the
be
page.
because I turned the dynamic lighting off, but yeah, there shouldn't be any dynamic lighting now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it fixed it for me when I restarted.
Oh yes, it's when I scroll up, it moves.
Okay, let me.
The
I can
shadow.
actually fix that just by changing the map over. Okay,
Oh, there we go.
we fixed now.
I see everything now.
All right, there is 2 Intellect Devourers, and there's also a GIF down here on runway 2. Sort of got his musket pointed towards you guys. He sees you incoming, flying overhead. Okay, so you guys are flying. Don't worry about like levels of elevation too much. Just presume that these Intellect Devourers are on the same level as you guys, unless you like specifically want to get much higher or lower. And Rin, you were up first. Let me turn on a grid as well so we can sort of see these squares a bit better.
I'm on the
Did anybody-
Tunarath map.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on. Roll 20. That is weird.
Yeah.
Let me change it again.
I was in the
It's
right
been
map.
strange.
What about now? Did that fix it?
Yeah.
It fixed it for me.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm okay, so I have it's 24, so my movement can only be 20, right?
20. Yeah, just to the nearest 5. If it's 24, then you got 25.
Okay, well I could get right up to it, but I don't really want to. I think what I'm gonna do is I will move up a little bit. 10 feet, so I'm within 20 feet, and then I'm gonna throw. Well, I'm gonna bonus action move my hunter's mark to this intellect devourer, and I will throw a dagger at it. I mean, not a dagger, a dart. Don't have any daggers. 13.
13 is a hit.
Okay. I don't. There's hunter.
Alright, 10 points of damage. The dart sticks into this brain, and this yellowish juice ribbons out from it, trickling.
Alright, move 10 feet. I think I'll move back 5 feet. That's my turn.
All it can.
I will go there.
Oh. Not afraid.
And I will green flame blade the top one. I'll attack the top one.
Hits. 12 points of damage, and then the fire, it just catches the intellect devourer next to it. How much damage is that? It's like... Oh, there we go. I think you get extra damage as well, past fifth level for that. Maybe.
I
Oh
think,
no.
I think it might be a D8 plus your.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
You can take the 4 if you want. That's the other one, the right one. But if not, I'll roll it. I don't...
That you get the 4 damage onto your attack, and then the green fire that leaps, it does 1d8 plus intelligence past fifth level. It scales as you level up. Alrighty, the green fire, it just flicks over and catches that intellect devourer for 5 damage.
And then I will bonus and attack the one on the...
10 is a miss. The intellect devourer strafes out of the way. Mathan.
Okay, going to move over here. And I'm going to target this one with Sacred Flame.
Alright, intellect devourer tries to shift to the side of that, but it catches it and envelops it, and the intellect devourer just whizzes down out of the way like a little flaming comet. Gone. Alright, this GIF sees you guys like incoming. Doesn't seem to be like too enthusiastic about joining in this war between the Githyanki and the Mind Flayers. He just sort of has his musket around, firing at whatever comes close to him. You do see an intellect devourer run towards him. He unloads his musket into it and it just sprays the intellect devourer onto the boardwalk. He turns over to see you, Mathan. Let me move up your spirit guardians. And he points his musket at you and fires. Pellets fly out. A 9 misses, and he takes a second shot at you. And the spray does not reach you. The pellets just go flying off randomly. And that's he just sort of starts backing up. Tarkin.
Alright, can move 25 feet, I think, if I do my math right. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and that is really all he can do. He'll just sort of take a dodge action, just in case something pops up.
Okay. Alright, the intellect devourer. He or it, I should say. It just gets one scroll just basically phases through the intellect devourer, melting it, and it just cuts it in half. One half of the brain with a stumpy leg attached to it falls down, bounces off this roof of this building and disappears below you. Another one falls through the hole in the building. Both are dead. Vandelin, meanwhile, he may be getting overwhelmed there by those intellect devourer. An intellect devourer sort of, as he's fighting the GIF, an intellect devourer has run up behind him, sort of jumped on his back. He hasn't noticed you guys yet. Auric.
Are they? Oh. Well. Okay. One shooting at us. I am going to quicken this spell at second level. It says first level, but it's second. That's all I
Yeah.
have left.
It's glitched out. Alright. 4 darts fly over and slam into the GIF. 8 points of force damage.
And then I will firebolt him.
Alright, you follow it up with a fireball that screeches over and explodes in his face for 22 fire damage.
Damn.
That's a pretty good part. Yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna roll Vandal and his assailants into the initiative this round. Rin.
Alright. 25. Bonus action. Put the hunter's mark on this GIF. And we're gonna have to move past him eventually here. And I'll throw a dart at him, but this will be at disadvantage because he's slightly out of range.
Still hits him.
Why does it gotta be out of range?
You just take a perfect shot with that dart, just flies over like a bullet, sticks into him for 6 points of damage. Blood starts pissing out of the wound. Pretty hurt. Stomping around all over the place, snorting.
And that's what I got.
Holocan.
I'll use my bonus to dash. Is there a map barrier? What the fuck?
Is your screen glitched? The map should continue up, like over here.
No, I know, I can see it. I just can't move. Oh, there's like a building there or something. I don't know, whatever. I want to go there. It's 85 that way, so if I need to move around a little bit, I'll be fine. And then I will,
Maybe it's a dynamic lighting.
and I don't have any, yeah, so maybe.
But it's, yeah, maybe it's still just blocking your movement for some reason. I'm just gonna take it all off. Delete it all. Alright, you whiz straight over. You're doing a double dash. You make it over to Vandalen. And he looks at you. Change of plans! And he looks over in this direction. We're going to need to commandeer a ship. He points to that big one.
Oh, I was hoping for the Millennium Falcon, but
Easter egg. Alright.
And if I green flame blade, I can still sneak attack, right? 'Cause it's a melee attack. Yeah, right.
You can. Did you double dash? Oh, you had enough to get over there.
Yeah, with my
Bonus
with
action.
my cunning, I just
Okay.
just my bonus only, yeah, because I'm at 50s. And yeah, I'll attack the bottom one with green flame blade.
You hit him for 22 points of damage, slashing him up over the face.
9.
Fire flicks into the air, and then a little funnel of flame slams into the gift next to him. 9 damage. Mathan.
Okay, gonna step over here and going to use my wand of magic missiles and shoot at the GIF. Ah, no.
Alright, you let out a little charge. A few missiles dart over and slam into him for 6 force damage.
And that's it. I'm gonna end here.
Alrighty, the GIF,
good roll.
he is like shredded to the bone practically by the spirit guardians. And
Just melting him again.
he turns and he starts running back towards section 11 and Krintok. And as you your eyes follow him, Math Fan. You look over down the runway and you see commoners from Section 11 running up through the walkway. There's something wrong with them. They have these dark shadows under their eyes, tendrils of negative energy trailing out of their backs.
That came back to bite us in the ass.
And the
We need
gift
to
just
move.
looks around. He stops running down there. Oh, fuck this! And he just puts the musket in his mouth and blows his own brains out.
Damn.
You almost feel bad for him.
Alright. Vandelen looks at you, Olacan. Jeez, I forgot how fucking ugly you are. But thanks for helping. And then he comes in fighting with his rapier. He's going to lunge at the intellect devourer. Stabs the intellect devourer once for 9 damage. Damn brain dog! Goes to attack again. But it's a miss. Not the best melee fighter. Tarkin.
Okay, Tarkan's going to dash, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 5, 10, 15. Gosh, so far away. 20, 25. And that's his turn.
Alright, you manipulate your movement through thought. You have a little bit of trouble aligning yourself at first, and you just sort of propel yourself forward, thinking of the space ahead of you continuously. Propel yourself through the astral plane, getting closer to Vandelen. The GIF turns to you, Olacan, and he draws a longsword out, slashes at you. 24 hits. Takes 1 slash at you for 9 points of damage, and then grabs out a pistol in his other hand, fires it at disadvantage at you, and it's a miss. This GIF has couple of grenades slung over his side. He takes one out and he throws it. Massive explosion of flame rips through the air and destroys some of the boardwalk, hitting Olacan, the intellect devourer, and Vandelen in a mighty explosion. Olacan, make a dexterity save. Alright, Olacan, with uncanny dodge. Do you have uncanny dodge? I mean, evasion yet? Oh no, it's level 7, right?
Yeah, I don't have it. I'm only level 3 rogue anyway.
Alright, okay. Fragments sort of fly through the air. And you're hit for 6 piercing damage, Olacan. The intellect devourer is hit by some shards, and Vandelen also makes a save. He's very agile, and he easily dodges. Taking 6 piercing damage, he sort of shields himself. GIF gruff rumbles. Ah! Damn you all! Just die! Intellect devoured, still sort of on Vandelen. Vandelen has managed to throw it onto the ground, but it leaps again, claws out at Vandelen. 6 is a miss, and then it just sort of sits on the ground there.
Oh no.
And Vandelen suddenly just sort of freezes. And he has this weird glassy look in his eyes. And he just sort of starts foaming at the mouth. He's stunned. Auric.
Okay. I am going to target with the firebolt.
Target who, sorry?
Target the... But I think I missed.
Intellect Devour? Okay, 11, yeah, it just misses.
Ugh.
Ren.
Alright, I'm gonna move 25 feet forward, swoop while swooping down and grabbing the dart out of this guy, because I actually hit him with it. Just out of range. No, it's not. I'm gonna bonus action put the hunter's mark on that guy. And then I'll kind of, it's because I'm stupid, all I can. I'll like put a finger in my mouth, put it up, and then put it up, like checking for wind. Then I'm gonna chuck the hell out of a dart.
Wow.
Trying to hit that guy. It's at the very edge of my range, so it's definitely disadvantage. Hey!
It's a direct hit. It catches the wind and shoots straight into him for 12 points of damage. The gift sort of looks over and he sort of yells, "What the hell?" Big dart sticking out of his neck.
Rin just does the Tiger Woods fist pump. Yes. That's my turn.
Olican.
If I green flame blade and there's no enemy adjacent to something, does that extra damage have to go to someone?
No, doesn't have to.
Okay, I'll green flame blade the intellect.
Alright, you slash through the intellect devourer and it is ripped into pieces. Bits of burning green brain chunks trail down away from it.
And then I'll bonus attack the guy to the right. To the right.
21 is a hit, and you quickly whip the scimitar around, slashing him for 6 damage.
And I have no clue. Yeah, okay.
Vendelin just has this weird, like, lollygag look. There's white foam just coming out of his mouth.
What do we need for that? A greater restoration? No.
Okay, I'm gonna move over here, and I'm actually going to dash over here.
Alright, you're just flying through the air, more intellect devourers just rain down into the spirit guardians, getting melted away. Yeah, something is seriously wrong with Vendelin. He is just not doing anything. Oh. Got like one eye like wide open, another one sort of squinting at you, Olican. It's like, you think he's broken. Tarkin.
Alright, so Tarkin's gonna go 25 feet. Alright, come on. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet, and then he'll just shoot a crossbow bolt at this guy here. Let's see what happens.
Alright, you draw your crossbow, take a shot, but a 14 misses. The bolt sort of hits the gift's breastplate and bounces off.
Alright, that's it.
The gift in the Spirit Guardians makes wisdom save. He's not very hurt, but even with 17 radiant damage, he's still sort of standing pretty strong. These guys are huge. And he's going to he's going to back up, provoking from you, Olican.
Oh, swiggity swoop. Didn't hit his booty.
You take a slash, he parries you off with his longsword, sheathing the longsword, stowing his pistol at the same time. He's going to pull out a shotgun and fire it at you, Olican.
Oh, shield doesn't matter. Damn. My math is bad. Oh well, still shielded.
I hit you for 13 piercing damage. He fires again. 12 is a miss. He looks at his shotgun. Whoa!
I typed in negative 133.
Did you still want to cast shield?
Yeah, it's fine. Whatever.
It's up to you if you don't want to cast it. I mean, you
I
can.
almost never use my spells, so it's fine.
Alright, so it gives you +5 AC. Alright, this GIF, he's actually going to back up as well after, if he makes it. He's in Spirit Guardians. Alright, he makes the save, takes 7 radiant damage, and he too backs up 20 feet. And he just employs his musket, and he's going to fire at Vandelen once. The bullets miss, and then he fires at Mathan. And it's a crit.
Payback.
The bullet just rips into you for 12 piercing damage.
No more spirit guard.
Alright, it sort of knocks you back, and you drop concentration as you wince in pain.
Okay.
Oric.
Target the one who just crit with a firebolt. Come on.
It's a hit, and that's just enough. The firebolt slams into the GIF, explodes in his face, and he is launched off the runway, dead. Rin.
25 feet. Bonus action Hunter's Mark.
Hunter's Mark goes back on.
And chucking another dart at disadvantage. Nah, that's gonna miss.
Your dart whizzes like this, Rin, straight at him, and then at the last second just does like a 90-degree turn.
I'll go pick it up in a minute. Maybe I won't. Maybe I don't like that one. I want the one that was inside the other guy.
Yeah.
The one I chucked 60 feet. Yeah, that's it. Action, movement, and bonus action.
Olican. I just realized you got two reactions last turn as well, Olican. So,
Did I?
yeah.
What was the other?
Shield.
Oh, my shield. Sorry,
So
I missed. So yeah, at least I missed. So that was
you
good.
can give yourself back that shield spell slot. You didn't need it.
Okay.
You fly around, intercepting the GIF. You slash at him for 17 points of damage. And you whip the scimitar around, and you just lob his big hippopotamus head straight off.
Nice.
Very nice.
There's
I
no
slap
immediate threats
Vandelen.
around you. You slap him, and this white foam just sort of sprays out of his mouth, and just giving you this weird look, making some strange sound.
What's wrong with him? Can I tell?
Make a medicine check.
Go pick up
I
my
have pass. This. So it's a 30.
Yeah, you know that his mind has been sapped by the intellect devourer. He needs like a greater restoration or a long period of rest. He is practically a vegetable. Intelligence is
Okay.
0.
Yeah, I don't have greater restoration. Let me check.
It's level 9. You get it.
Yeah.
Damn. Well, he just needs rest, but... Oh, Ken, you were here. What did he say before he was like that?
Oh, we need to steal that round ship at the very end of the dock.
Yes, I'm pretty sure that that's what he said.
All right. Well, let's go, and I'll
I'm just
grab
kidding.
Dylan.
He said to get the big one. The big one that looks like it's got a bunch of dragon head spikes.
Yeah, the big one that is round at the end.
Unfortunately.
I'm gonna grab Vendel and carry him, fireman carry, and start. Well, I'm gonna run as far as I can with him because I'll be able to. Wait, when I'm flying, would being encumbered like that bother me?
It would.
Okay.
You'd just be moving very slowly with him.
Might be better for somebody that's a little smarter to carry him.
Is anyone not wearing a ring of mind shielding? Everyone's got one on, right?
Yes, yeah, we had that debate last week.
Okay.
Yes.
We decided it was for the best.
Alright, you guys just see like just a bloody mess over here. Mind Flayers feasting on Githyanki. Githyanki trying to desperately fight their way through, cutting down Intellect Devourers but getting overwhelmed by the Mind Flayers as psychic shockwaves are sent out. Poof. Some of these blasts like rip Githyanki into pieces.
Let me ask you a question. Underneath the dock, is there astral wind underneath that is dangerous for us to be there?
Could
Is
be.
it dangerous
It's
to go?
It's random when an astral wind would happen.
Oh, you're
But-
wanting to fly underneath the dock to the ship.
Yes, but I don't know if it's safe.
I don't think anywhere is safe right now. Yeah, let's just
You
grab him
wouldn't
and go.
even know how to get in that ship.
I imagine there's a door somewhere.
I'm gonna try the door. But if you want, you can
Ain't
try
that
that
much different
big
from a
round
small
thing at
one.
the back of the ship where the fire comes out.
Let's go. We had to move. Let's try it.
Okay, I guess I'll grab Vendel and I'll just kind of. I'll be flying and like every now and then like I'll drop like 5 feet.
And I'm going to drop underneath the dock for a second and see if I can figure out if it's dangerous.
It's much the same. You see like a similar scene. Like there are Githyanki fighting Intellect Devourers underneath the dock as well. There's not really any difference at all between above or below. Of course, you could have cover from underneath the buildings from things above. Same works, vice versa. There is about a couple of hundred feet around you in every direction. It's an all-out war between Mind Flayer and Githyanki. As you guys start headed towards the ship, Extremiton sort of intercepts you guys, hovering with his mighty staff, and 2 other Intellect Devourers are with him. And he's just sort of hovering in front of you guys, and he gives you this piercing look, and he sort of holds out his hand, and then the Mind Flayers look somewhat confused at you for a second, give you this confused glance, and then suddenly a Githyanki Knight on the back of a red dragon just comes down and opens its mouth up, flying straight in. It strafes them with their breath weapon. They sort of get a bit burnt and they immediately dart out to the side. And then they sort of get occupied with him as the red dragon chases them. They start fighting. One of the scorched mind flayers, blue skin, sort of remains by. He's got this black leathery armor on. And he sort of hovers up to you guys. And he just sort of very strangely sort of just hovers there in front of you for a brief moment. And then he takes his tentacle and he opens up this disgusting maw that's sort of buried underneath his bulbous head. He sticks his tentacle down his throat. And he starts talking like that. You have blocked our telepathy. Is this better? How you want to communicate?
Is it the rank that is blocking the language?
Yeah, it blocks any sort of mind flayers communicate telepathically. They can't talk to you guys. The ring. And then he says, "Give me that gift capacitor."
No.
Yeah, it just doesn't seem like a good idea.
Then I will take it from you. And the other the other mind flayer sort of breaks away from fighting the red dragon to join him as they both mind flayers attack.
Ooh.
Both.
Oh, and I have Vandellan over my shoulder right
Yeah.
now, by the way.
Okay, you'll be moving at half movement speed, and both are already injured, burnt from the dragon fire.
That's good.
Fan.
Okay. Do I know if mind flayers are considered humanoids?
Definitely not. They're aberrations.
They're not humanoids. That sucks. But they understand my language. Can I communicate with them?
You can if you speak deep speech.
I do actually. Yep. This
Then, yeah.
speech.
Wow.
You can speak to them. They're speaking
okay.
in like this disgusting version of common.
Okay. I do speak this speech, and at second level, I'm gonna cast command
Okay.
level. So I target both of them.
All right.
The command is grovel.
Tell them to grovel, and they both make wisdom saves. Right.
One fail.
Telzacht will grovel. Yelut. He managed to overcome your command. We will not grovel to inferior beings.
That's it.
Olacan.
Well,
Nice.
All right, you rush over to him, just basically slice straight through him for 15 fire damage and 7 slashing damage. Leaves him very badly injured.
hit him again.
Take his head off.
Ooh.
You slash him again for 8 points of damage. His rubbery flesh peels apart, but he's still hovering there in the air, not dead. Very close. Rin.
Hit the other one. That one is not gonna do anything. I yell at them.
can't even get all the way up to the other one. Because I'm moving at half speed. I'm gonna.
It's just like a little trail of this white foam just trailing away from Vendellen.
I'll bonus action put the hunter's mark on that one.
This guy, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
And my DC is terrible. There's no point. Alright, so I'll kind of reposition Vendellen a little bit on my shoulder so I can get at my darts a little better, and I'll fling a dart at this guy. $15.
15. Disadvantage?
I shouldn't have disadvantage.
You're within 5 feet?
Oh,
This guy?
Yeah, this guy. Well, I mean, it's gonna be a 15.
Oh, yeah,
either
15.
way.
Yeah. Alright, it hits him.
Oh, I'll be damned.
Alright, for 12 points of damage. Sticks into him, his mouth tentacles writhe.
And that's my turn.
Auric.
Right. I'm gonna use my last spell and the last of my sorcery points, so I will quicken magic missile at 2nd level. And then after that,
Who are you attacking,
I
sorry?
will.
Okay, you fire a second level magic missile. They slam into him for 20 points of force damage. It leaves him almost dead.
And then for the quicken, I will firebolt.
That hits him and wipes him out. He just flies into the nearby building, crashing into it.
Hope that no others come, guys.
Well, let's mark that dart off. I'm not gonna get that one back.
Talking.
So I guess we're still in combat. Like,
Yep, this one's still alive.
oh, I didn't realize that. All right. Yep. Gonna walk up to it, and so 5, 10. So I will not bother using a bonus action to set the sword on fire. I'll just use it.
It should still be on fire.
Well, I use a crossbow after.
Oh,
so-
yeah. Okay. Makes sense. Alright, 28 is a hit. And you just drive the flame tongue through him, and he just smashes into the roof of that nearby building as well.
Alright, continuing onward.
Get to the ship.
Ew, that's disgusting, but Dylan, let's go.
I don't understand you right now. He's just drool.
Ew.
Alright, you guys just see, yeah. There are bullets flying through the air. There is psychic blast being shunted everywhere. You think he's being devoured. Mind flayers wrapping their tentacles around their heads. And you guys head for this ship. And you don't see any like panels or any way to open it. But from what you guys had saw, Rin, Olacan, Tarkin, whoever saw Vendellen's ship, they're just like, he just sort of touched these panels. He was just touching them to open them, like panels would open up to get inside the ship. Other than that, it's just one seamless vessel.
All right,
We should-
I'm gonna use my
Wait,
My
we should
channel
cut his
divinity?
hand off. We should cut his hand off. He'll never know. We'll
Can I
his
use
hand.
my channel divinity to become proficient with piloting astral plane or Gijaki vessels?
Okay.
Basically this one.
All right, you just this image that comes into your mind of a layout of all the different panels and which buttons to press.
And that lasts for 10 minutes, so we have to hurry.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, still no way to get in yet. There's no like opening.
Can I figure out like where the entrance is?
There's no entrance. It's one seamless unit.
I think we have to cut off his hand and then just push it all over the place. Or we
What
could
do you
just.
mean?
Or just take
Well,
his
it's probably
body
key to Van Dalen somehow. I guess.
Oh, he said, well, it's probably keyed to get Yankee, not necessarily Vandellan.
Oh, that's a good point. This isn't his ship.
I'll put, if we know where like the panels are, I'll put Vandellan's hand on the panel.
All right, you grab Vandellan's hand, and you do see this like these like Githyanki letters all over the side of the ship here and there, and you sort of just place his hand on one of them, and a panel opens up, revealing the compartment inside the ship. It's just a sort of almost an oval-shaped room inside, with several seats around, panels lining the walls. You can, at the front of the ship, you can see like outside clearly, and there's some sort of cargo hold at the back. You guys rush in there. Mathan, you hit a few buttons, and suddenly the ship it launches off, and you guys take off.
We just stole the ship, guys.
Awesome.
major damage.
Yes,
A
we
long
killed a lot
way
of things.
since that first gelatinous cube.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who remember?
Who was the poor turtle guy that died in that?
Oh yeah, what was his name?
Can't even remember. That's how effed up the astral plane is.
Just found his
Like-
shell the next day.
Yeah, it
Poor-
made me
poor
forget about a
guy.
friend.
Yeah, I remember the turtle.
He was one of the only good people in this whole thing.
What was his name? I can't even remember either. It's irrelevant.
It really is.
Donatello.
Sure.
Alrighty, you fly up, and you sort of witness just many more Githyanki taking off from these floating guard posts. Red dragons flying in, and yeah, there's just a war everywhere that you can see. You guys take off from the eastern arm, and I'm gonna fly to the Red Dragon caves.
Okay.
All right.
On the way there,
Sorry.
rest on the way there.
It'll take you guys like 10 minutes to get there. Not very. Toonrath isn't very big, and you guys fly very quick in this ship. All right, let's tally up some experience for those encounters as well.
I'm feeling bad because like I've only out of my original 10, I have 5 darts left. Because every time we've like had to like run away or something, I'm like, oh well, I can't go back and get that. So it's just been losing them one at a time.
You guys get 1750 experience points each for that.
Whoa.
Cool.
Nice.
Alright, you guys quickly fly down, and you start to you go quite quickly, and you see more Githyanki sort of fly by you guys. Like, you guys are in this Githyanki vessel, don't attract any attention whatsoever. And as you start to head to the south of the Toonarath, you see a stark difference, a contrast in the environment. The tail end of the dead god seems to be made of obsidian, black stone. There are rivers of lava flowing throughout mountainous terrain as well. and in the center of it all there is this churning active volcano with just rivers of lava all around it. This is what the environment looks like. There are also floating columns of obsidian, bits that have broken off. As you get closer to the lava flow in the Red Dragon Cave, it looks very hostile indeed. And then as you're flying, before you land, there's a problem. Fan, you all of a sudden realize you've got no idea how to land this thing. Your channel divinity has worn off.
Oops. Guys.
And you're going to crash unless you can do something about that quickly.
Can you do it again?
Yes, I can do it again, actually. Let's see. Yeah, do it again.
All right, you channel divinity again, and just as the ship's like, all of these alerts are going off and signals, sensors, and you just quickly take control. You will need to make me a couple of ability checks though, because the ship is already starting to lose altitude quickly and gravity is kicking in around the Red Dragon Caves. So you need to make me a check. It'll be an intelligence check plus your proficiency bonus to pilot the ship.
Intelligence plus proficient is it's the equivalent of my investigation check, so I'm gonna roll that one.
Okay.
Oh, intelligence plus proficiency bonus.
Yeah, it should be the same as unless you're like got like expertise.
I'm not proficient in invest. Okay, gonna roll intelligence plus proficiency, so that's plus 3 more.
You quickly hit all the right buttons and like sort of take control of the situation. Now you need to make me a dexterity check.
With proficiency as well?
No proficiency, just a dexterity check.
Huh, good that.
Alright, you managed to pull the ship up in time for a soft landing just outside the Red Dragon's caves, about here on the map. You land down near this large chunk of black rock. All around you see this flowing lava bubbling away. It's a harsh environment and it's so hot. You're feeling the extreme heat of the surrounding environment. Where the urban sprawl of Tunarath covers the top half of the city, the bottom half is just this endless badlands of rocky hills and valleys carved with dozens of red dragon lairs. Networks of caves are all around you. And as you land here, you see hovering around multiple red dragons. They look like young red dragons. They seem to be freely soaring through the air.
I think we should keep a low profile.
I agree.
Well,
Hell yeah.
Dylan recovers.
You found a pretty safe spot to rest there. There's like, you guys are still inside the ship. It's quite comfortable inside the ship. Yeah, you are feeling pretty hot. What do you guys do? You haven't like stood out and checked out the surrounding area yet. You're like hidden behind, like the ship has sort of got covered by some larger rocks around you.
Is it time for a long rest, or do you think that?
I think if we can do it, that would be, tactically good.
Yeah, because we have to. Yeah, first of all, we recover, and also Bendelling has to recover.
Okay, you guys just make yourself comfortable in the ship and you rest. Everyone take a long rest. And you guys should level up to level 7 as well.
Awesome. Let's do that.
Alright, we'll take a 10-minute break now. And that way You guys can level up,
Break and level up.
and then we rest it up. The next morning when you guys wake up, you step outside the ship and see what is around you. See you guys back in about 10 minutes.
That timing's great.
This level won't take too much from me. I'm just taking another level up. Oh lord, I get key points. One more level and I can finally get my monk subclass. To go Kensei, I'm gonna choose maces because of the Mace of Disruption, and darts is my long range weapon.
Darts. That's awesome.
Hell yeah! I know, because I know Kensei people usually pick like a longbow or something, but I like the darts.
Do we get the rest?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
And level up too.
Long rest and level up. Yeah.
Let go of the headset, demon. You're a demon. Tell everyone why you're a demon. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, you're standing on right in my face. Say hi to everyone. Say hi.
Hi.
Yeah. They say don't be a demon your whole life. They don't like you because you're a demon. And we kill demons, so you better watch out for these guys.
I just found out a way to beat the campaign. Campaign's over, guys. I picked up the banishment spell, so I can banish you back to your home realm, and you don't come back because you're not from here.
I wonder, can you banish yourself?
I don't know. I don't think so.
That would suck for you then.
Yeah,
You get a
banish all of you guys, and you don't come back.
The only thing I don't like about darts is that they're thrown weapons rather than like true ranged weapons. Or they're treated as thrown. So I can't like throw two of them in a turn. Which kind of sucks.
Be right back.
How's everyone doing?
Good. I got key
Good.
points. So happy.
So what classes are you, Tyler?
I'm Monk 2, Vengeance Paladin 5.
Does anyone need more time leveling up?
I'm done. Only have to pick up a
I'm
spell.
good too.
Okay. Alright, you guys, you step out of the ship the next day to just find your bearings, see what is around you. Vandelen is, he's not any different than he was yesterday.
Mhm.
He is still just foaming. He's like filling up the whole chamber with foam. You had to like bail it out. So, stepping around, it's just this very desolate area. It is so very hostile, so very hot. Burning lava all around you, gouts of flame shooting up. Red dragons flying around in the sky. Just look like birds at the distance that you're at. And although it's so hostile, it almost seems so calm compared to the chaos that you witnessed yesterday. You sort of just stood out of the ship. There is quite a lot of smoke in the area, in the air. It just comes from everything, everywhere. Everything is lightly obscured, and visibility will be limited to 60 feet.
Do we have that same feelings we had on the docks that we could fly if we had to, or?
No, you're grounded here.
Okay.
So I know that we're here to make an alliance with the Red Dragons. Did Vandelen say how to do that? Like, did he had any suggestions?
I don't think so. At least I don't remember.
I'm gonna ask Vandelen. Hey, Vandelen, how do we make an alliance with Red Dragons? Great. Ugh, they got into my clothing. Ugh, disgusting.
And what's the goal? An alliance against whom? Against everyone else, or against the mind flayers in particular? Do we know? Is that too obvious a question?
I think our goal was to make the alliance with the dragons so that they could take us into the heart of Gift territory, so we could go to the Far Realm portal, go to the Far Realm, and then after that, I can't remember.
Destroy the Gift capacitator or charge the Gift capacitator? Yeah. I don't
One
know.
or the other.
As you guys are standing there, from behind the large chunk of rock, which is about 25 feet tall, like a big molten clump of obsidian, Yankee Warrior just walks around the corner and he just freezes when he sees you all. What the hell?
Hello.
Alright, there's no reason to let this guy get away from us.
The hell is this?
Well, this.
What is this?
Pizza delivery.
I don't like pat the ship. This is a
Yes,
ship.
or Master is inside. He was attacked by the Brain Devourer or Intellect Devourer. The latest battle at the docks. I don't know if you heard the latest news. And he got I don't know, it's not infected, but per se, but he's not responding well. Do you happen to know how to fix him?
I didn't order pizza. And Mathan, make a deception check.
Hey. That's not bad.
Something seems a little off. You shouldn't be here. This is not right.
Oh, we
Stay
crash
right
landed
here. Stay right
Why are
there.
Well, why are you here?
And he just starts like running
Where's your permissions?
from where he came
Don't
from.
walk away from us.
Don't move. I'll be back.
I'm gonna move here. Just
I don't know
so know.
about you guys.
Starts running southeast.
I'm getting really sick of everybody telling us what to do and what not to do.
So, should we follow after him?
Seems like a good plan.
Yeah, we should. Let's do that.
I'd rather not have them coming from behind at us for some reason.
Alright, you guys head through, and you see these molten globules of rock, pools of lava, and churning fissures, exposing the molten core of this dead god. Smoke starts to rise up, and as it does, you guys hear some chuckling. Boo.
What is it? Nobody else hears that?
I was just about to ask that. I definitely hear it. Chuckling of some sort. See what's so funny?
They're going to get the dragon. They're going to get the dragon. You're going to die. You're going to die.
Who's that?
Mocking voice. You look around, but you can't discern exactly where the voice is coming from. It seems to come from the smoke itself.
Freaking methods.
And
Ren would know that though.
the smoke starts to coalesce, and little dollops of lava start to sort of bubble out of the fissure, and you're at little methods. These little smoky looking imps start to form around you from the smoke and from the flame. They start taunting you.
Do they attack?
No, they're just hovering around, being annoying, taunting.
Shoo, fly.
Clarify yourself. What dragon?
One
Why
of
are
them
we
flies
going
up
to
in your face, Ren. You shoo!
Alright, I'll shoo that way, and I'll like point to where the Gith walked.
Oh, so you want to die, do you? They're going to get the dragon. Hey! Don't you walk away from me! Come back! Hey! Hold on. Maybe we can
Very
make a
annoying.
deal.
Now what could you possibly offer us?
Ah. You're not Gith. You're not the ones with skin of yellow, armor of silver, and psychic minds.
Obviously not.
You are new to this place. He can help you find your way around. We have information that we can share. Yes. We are friends with the dragons. We can tell them not to eat you, and it will be done.
This sounds a little too good to be true.
Mm-hmm. Fine. Suit yourself then. We'll watch. The magma effort just sort of lounges on this molten globule of rock. Get some entertainment for the day.
Just kind of look at Math and kind of shrug my shoulders like, I don't know.
Let's hear
Well,
what
what
they have
do
to
you-
say.
what do you want
What's
in
the
return?
what's the deal? What do you want in return?
Well, we've always wanted to go into the lava flow, you see. But we're not allowed. No, red dragons don't allow it. We can tell you how to get into there if you help us. Gotta kill them green guys. Kill them, rip them apart. Poke their eyeballs out. Burn them.
I'm green guys or yellow guys? I'm confused.
Green, yellow, same thing.
Are you colorblind?
Huh? Color? What is color? There are only the elements. Water, wind, fire, air. Which one are you? You look like you'll burn. We're friends with the red dragons, but they don't let us play with them. They are hiding underneath. He sort of bats his foot on the ground. Underneath. We cannot go in. There are 6 orbs that must be procured. If you get them, you can put them in the elevator. Then you can make your way into the red dragon lair. But the green people, they have them. They've got them all. 6 of them there are. Just kill them all and take them. Yes. The magma method starts like pushing you in, like to the southeast.
Easy.
Hey,
I was heading that way anyway.
Go get him! Come on, kill, go!
I'm exciting what they're telling us. Are they honest? Do they seem honest?
You do an insight check. You don't believe their story about being friends with the red dragons, being able to cool them off. You can tell that they desperately want to get into this red dragon lair and this lava flow that they speak of.
Hey, is what they're telling us about the keystones? Is that?
I do
Seem
remember hearing
accurate.
something about that.
Yeah,
do too.
Somebody told us about those.
that checks out with some research that you guys had done back in section 11.
Oh yeah, Olacan did research on the dragon pits.
Right. So I'm gonna pretend that I believe them and say, yeah, just wait right here, and we'll be right back when we're ready to take
kill
on
him. Burn them! Bonus points if you get him in the lava.
Oh, points. Didn't know we were
Experience
working on didn't know we were working on a point system. This is excellent news.
As you guys head towards these Githyanki, they head towards you, and 2 of them come running in.
Olacan,
Okay.
can be up here with us?
You recognize one of them as one of the ones that just come and got his buddy, obviously. I told you to stay there! You guys hear the methods. They sort of swirl around. Kill him. Make him go red. You're not supposed to be here. This is Gith land. Only authorized personnel. Only.
How do you know we're not authorized? You never even asked.
He sort of cracks his neck to the side. Oh, I was just waiting for you to invite me. Time to die! And they rush you guys.
Damn it, Ren. 2. Shit.
Well, the good thing about that is they'll be closer to you, so you have to be able to
I
get.
got 40 feet. I got 40 feet of movement now. I don't even.
No. Oh yeah, you and your monkeyness.
All right. So Tarkan can go. So he'll go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And yeah, attack this guy.
You gonna go Beric Dondarrion on him?
He sort of
Gonna
smiles and welcomes you. Bring it!
So he will not light the sword on fire. He's going to attempt to trip him now.
Alright, you sweep at his legs. 21 is a hit. That's 14 slashing damage. And get the extra d8 damage from your tripping
yeah.
attack. That's 18 points of damage, and you sweep his legs out from underneath. And he falls onto the ground prone.
Alright. And then follow up with a Warhammer.
16 is a miss. He brings up his greatsword, blocks it using the crossguard.
Alright. And then second attack with the other longsword.
24 is a hit. And you slash him for another 9 points of damage. Catching him sort of off guard there.
Alrighty.
Oric.
Ranged attacks at disadvantage. Point to make the fire misfits really happy. Bonfire. Right under him.
Alrighty. Okay,
He's
there's
on the
bonfire
ground.
underneath him. And the magnum efforts. Chi, you're on.
Yes, yes, yes! 5 points for you! 5 points for you!
Yeah! Woohoo!
Alright, the Githyanki tries to like roll out of the way. And he's too slow. He is just burnt for 17 points of damage, very badly injured.
Very nice. Living up to your name, Orc Flame.
Got a
The
feeling I'm gonna have to do much frost here soon.
The Githyanki warrior rushes you, Rin.
Mm-hmm.
And
Probably crits me.
I'm so sad about it.
we'll see. Almost
Hey,
feel bad
missed.
for rolling the attack. 15 is a miss. And then he comes around with his second attack. And 11 misses.
Wow. Maybe this is Rin's time.
He will then Misty step back to where he was. Sort of coming in, swinging, and then teleporting back to get some distance. Mathan.
Okay. Yes, I am going to cast Hold Person. On this one.
Alright, he just breaks free of the spell instantly.
That sucked. Just step in front of.
The Mephit sort of bougie. Boo!
Oh.
All I can.
I'll firebolt, maybe. It's a shitty attack. Whatever. I'll firebolt the one by Tarkin. Oh wait, he's prone. Never mind. I'll take my bonus to dash. And I will attack that one. The crappy one. The hurt one.
It's a crappy one.
Grab you.
Alright, you
He gone.
yeah, you just drive the blade into him and green fire issues forth. The fire methods start clapping.
Ooh! You turned him green! Even better, 10 points for you!
And he's just melted away. Rin.
Run up to this one. I'm going to. Hold on, let me look at this spell real quick. I'm going to bonus action cast Thunderous Smite. So the mace starts to sizzle with electricity, and then I'll swing at him.
It's a crit.
All right. Well, I'm gonna save the rest of my spell slots, but that's 14, and then it's usually 2d6, but so it'll be 4d6.
Yeah.
9 more.
All right, 23 points. You hit him, and you just hear an explosion, and the methods all sort of as you just like big chunk of flesh is just blown out the side of the Gith. He maintains his footing though. I think.
Yeah, he made the save.
With 15.
Yeah. My DC is only 13. And then I will swing at him again with the Mace of Disruption. Nope.
He blocks a 13.
And it's my turn.
Tarkin.
Going to, again, not bother with the flame. Just get 3 hits on. Try to. So, main attack or first attack?
27 is a hit.
Ooh.
You slash him for 10 points of damage.
Alright, and then follow up with the Warhammer on the other hand.
Alright, you hit with a bonus action. 28 is a hit for 7 bludgeoning.
Alright, and then final swing with the sword there.
19 is a hit. And you just drive the long sword straight through his back. Drops to the ground
Alright.
dead.
No points for me though, apparently.
Well, yeah, because you didn't go Beric Dondarrion on him.
I tripped the guy.
The body hits the ground, and then the Mephit sort of looks around, looks at you.
You didn't make him red. Your sword is red. Why no red?
Put a bonfire on him.
Good point. Good point.
I think of Tarkin as Beric Dondarrion because you've died a lot and you have a fiery sword. So, makes sense.
Alright, Tarkin's gonna light the sword now, just to have it lit up and ready to go.
Alright, the magma Mephits clap.
Oh! Now it's red. Much fire, yes.
Alright, as this is happening, that boom, it was quite loud, and you do see it sort of visibly sort of cause a couple of these little red dragons flying around to sort of turn to look towards the direction. They're just sort of flying around in circles. None of them start coming towards you though.
Whew.
Alright, the Mephits start cheering.
Good. You killed. They're dead.
And they start grabbing the Githyanki's bodies and like dragging them over to the fissure and just like dropping them into the magma. Oh! They sort of seem to enjoy the Githyanki burning.
Kill more. Get the orbs. We'll be waiting. 10 points for everyone.
That's 15 for me.
And as you guys are walking here, You notice this this rock literally throbbing, streaks of fire seeming to like break it apart. Little touts of flame are spitting out from it, and then it starts like big plumes of fire start shooting out, and then one massive flame shoots out, and it just sort of stays there hovering in the air, and it starts to expand, starts to take a humanoid shape. And
Damn.
sound of your weapon had attracted a fire elemental in.
Yes.
Yeah, humanoid shape through the different brightness of the flame. It creates this face, 2 eyes and a mouth, and it just starts whipping itself around. Looks almost like a little fire tornado. It wants to set everything on fire, including yourselves. Mathan, you're up.
Hey. Right. I'm gonna step in front of him. And I'm just gonna cast Sacred Flame.
Alright, elemental. It tries to move out of the way, but golden fire seems to eat away at the fire elemental, slightly reducing it in size. Rin.
I'm also gonna approach the fire elemental. Swing 1.
Alright, 15 is a hit. Alright, when you hit it, Rin, its fire form burns you. And you get a bit of backdraft. You hit for 8 fire damage.
Jeez.
Hitting it with a melee attack. Mace slams into it, overcoming any sort of unnatural resistance, hitting it for 5 damage.
Damn, that hurt. I'll swing at it again.
It's a crit.
I feel obligated to put a smite on that.
Alright, you get a big explosion, burns up your arm for 10 fire damage.
Jeez. Oh, that's not a very good smite roll, but
Alright, 33 points of damage. Oh no. Wait, sorry. It's 26 points of damage. Still, it does cut a good sway through the fire elemental.
And then bonus action. I'm not gonna try to punch it or anything. That seems a little foolish.
I got this. Not afraid of him.
I'm not gonna use a bonus action, but I will use an interact with objects to go ahead and take a dart out. So I have 1 in my hand.
Okay.
That way I have a possibility of using 2 if I need to.
Alright, the fire elemental, it just starts like whizzing around, and as it does, it leaves a trail of fire behind it, dousing everything in flame. It moves over Rin. It just moves over your spaces, Rin and Mathan, and you guys catch on fire, and you'll be taking fire damage at the start of your turns. And then it keeps on moving, and it provokes from both of you. Does anyone attack?
No.
Alright, keeps on whizzing around, and it moves over Tarkin and Auric as well. Alright, you hit it, Rin. Alright, that hits. Alright, you're burnt for 2 fire damage, and you hit it for 6. Like, when you do that, it turns around and just like puts its arms over you and tries to burn you with its touch attacks. hits you once, it just sort of holds its arm there, and you're burnt for 11 fire damage. And then it keeps on moving as it was, and it moves over Tarkin and Auric, catching both of them on fire as well, and it ends its turn there. So 4 people are on fire. You can use an action to try and put the flame out. Till then, you'll take fire damage every round. Alright, Tarkin, as the fire catches you, you're hit for 3 fire damage.
Hold on, I messed up my. Okay. Yeah.
Should be on 70, right? If you had 73 hit points.
No, I had 70. I have 78.
Okay, you're.
I typed everything in weird.
Your maximum hit points is wrong then, because it says it's 73.
Oh no, it should be 78. Should be 78.
Okay, it's better.
Okay, so yeah, everything I intended to do got messed up when he came near me. Just thinking. I don't really know how not to attack this thing. So just going to attack it, yeah. Just risk the fire damage, at least initially. Right, there's no really obvious way. So I'm gonna do a menacing attack with the flame tongue, which is probably pointless in terms of the flame damage. Yeah, missed.
Alright, 13 hits.
Oh, it does.
And you'll hit for 2 fire damage, and you hit the fire elemental for 11 damage. You do a menacing attack, roll an extra d8 for your superiority die. The elemental makes a wisdom save against being frightened. And it resists as you slice through it. Another 4 damage there.
Alright, then we'll follow through with the Warhammer.
Alright, as a bonus action, you attack with your Warhammer. A 12 does miss. The elemental is able to dodge out of the way using its speed.
And I take fire damage, I assume, or?
That's only if you hit it.
Oh, alright. Well, I guess that's some saving grace. And then follow up with another attack.
14 hits. Another draft of flame washes over you. And you slash it for another 9 points of damage. Did you take that other 2 as well?
I did, yeah.
Okay.
Should have.
Alright, you've reduced the fire elemental in size, slicing through it. It's still just trying to rain down terror and just burn everything. It's all it knows. Everything must burn. Holocan.
I'll Acid Splash. I won't sneak damage at them.
Alright, you Acid Splash at the elemental. It does try to dodge out of the way, but you catch it and it sizzles for 7 points of acid damage.
Very good.
I'll do the bonus help.
I was wondering if that would be...
Alright, Holocan, use a bonus action to give the help action. And what are you concentrating on there, Auric?
Bonfire.
Oh yeah, that's long gone. Let me take that off.
Yeah.
Alright, you take 7 fire damage at the start of your turn.
That's unfortunate, because now I'm just... It's a free action. I'm just going to spend a sorcery point and... sense to fire for an hour.
I think you need to cast a spell for that.
Nope.
Do you mind putting up the description for it then, please?
Wait a second.
I think you need to.
It's
Maybe it's. I think it's when you cast a spell with an element, then you get resistance. I think it
it
has to be a level
says starting
spell.
at 6th level, when you cast a spell that deals damage of the type associated with your draconic ancestry, you can add your charisma modifier. At the same time, you can
Just
spend one sorcery point.
Just post it in the chat, please.
I gotta add it to my sheet.
What's the ability called?
Elemental affinity.
Okay, let's take a look here. Elemental affinity.
It's
Sorcerer ability, right?
yeah.
Okay.
It does say at the same time, but it's just unclear if they're saying.
I'm pretty sure that's how it works. But yeah, you should have these things on your sheet so it doesn't slow down the game if we need to like clarify this. Alright, elemental affinity. Where is that? It's for a draconic bloodline sorcerer, right?
Yes.
Okay, draconic bloodline. Alright, when you cast a spell that deals damage associated with your ancestry, you can add your charisma modifier. At the same time, you spend a sorcery point to gain resistance. So yes, you have to cast a spell.
Okay.
It's at the same time as you cast the spell.
Did it have to deal damage?
Nope, you just have to cast a fire spell.
Well, then I'll do it, even though I know it's probably not going to do much.
Alright, you firebolt the elemental and it is immune to fire damage, as you know. But you use a sorcery point and you give yourself resistance to fire for an hour.
I think that'll probably come in handy.
Alright, at the start of this round, coming from the southeast is another Githyanki warrior. He's armed. And he yells out, "Hey!" Having heard the explosion from earlier. Alright, Matt
Deal with that one.
You hit for 5 fire damage at the start of your turn.
I'm resistant because of the armor.
Okay. 2. That'll be 2.
I'm going to let everybody know that there's like a Yankee over there that's not gonna burn you when you hit him. And gonna cast Toll the Death on the elemental.
Alright, the elemental, it starts to shrivel and dissipate slightly, taking 11 necrotic damage.
And going to move in front of him.
Alright, Rin, the flames, they burn.
God
10 points of fire damage.
damn it. I mean, at this point, I either have to heal myself or I have to put myself out. But if I put myself out, the elemental's just going to come right back over the top.
You gotta
of
put
me.
yourself out, man, I think.
No, I mean, with the elemental still up, there's really no point. I'm gonna put I'm more worried about the Githyanki than the elemental. I'm gonna put as an action. I'm gonna put 15 of my lay on hands onto myself.
Rin looks over to the Githyanki warrior. He just has a look of crit in his eyes.
That's what I'm afraid of. And I'll just run 40 feet this way. So I don't think he'll be able to get to me. I'm not going to use any of my key points as of yet. So that will be my turn.
Alright, the elemental starts reaching out, put some people on fire, or burn them. First it'll attack Tarkin. 25 is a hit. And it just holds its sort of fiery arm there, burning you for 5 fire damage. And doesn't seem to be bothered by Auric, so it's going to attack Mathvan with its second attack. And 15 misses. And then it looks around and sees there is something seriously wrong. Olacan is not on fire. So it rushes over to put him on fire, provoking from Mathvan, Tarkin, and Auric.
Kill it.
Anyone attacking?
Yep.
Not much I can do.
Alright, Tarkin, you swing, but 11 falls short. It's too quick as it gets out of your reach. It moves over here and it catches you on fire, Olacan. And then it keeps on going. And
Yeah, catch the gets on fire.
I mean, if it's moving, I'm attacked.
yeah, it moves up, provoking from you, Olacan. It actually just does not have enough movement to get to him. Alright, Olacan, you take a swipe and you hit him for 7 slashing damage. In turn, you're also hit for 2 fire damage. And the elemental ends its turn now.
Oh, this is so exciting.
Alright, the Githyanki warrior sees the elemental like completely disembodied and just cuts through it, just taking a bit of a burn in the process. The elemental just disperses, turning into a tuft of smoke. The Githyanki warrior sort of brushes that off, and then he rushes you, Olacan, and he runs up here and he readies his sword, and just as he's about to swing, he teleports in behind you and swings with Misty Step. 14 is a miss. You duck out of the way. He comes in again, slashing upwards. A 15 gives you a little bit of a haircut. Just missing you. And the Githyanki warrior turns around and sees you all on fire.
You should not have come here. You all must die now. You understand that?
No.
Alright, Tarkin, you are still on fire from the elemental. You take 10 points of fire damage.
Okay. Okay, so he'll put the flames out. Do I have to roll for that, or can he just do it?
Yeah, you just use your action and you douse him and put him out.
Alright, so that'll be his, alright, and then he's gonna walk up and attack this guy here.
Are you doing action search?
No, but, so he only gets 1 action?
Yeah, you only ever get 1 action per turn. Unless you use action search, of course.
No, I understand, right? I think, so I was here?
Yeah.
I think, no, I will not use an action surge right now. Well, yeah, I will. Screw it, yeah, I will. So use action surge, and then I will attack him with Flame Tongue, which is, in fact, on flame.
28 hits. Alrighty. Sorry, did you ignite it already?
Yeah, it had been ignited before, it just wasn't
Alrighty.
going to be effective.
Oh, yeah. Alright, you hit him for 23 points of damage, and that really, really cuts him deep.
And then do I still get a bonus action then?
Yep, you haven't used your bonus action.
Okay, so yeah, I'll hit with the Warhammer. Or try to. Yeah.
14 is a miss. He jumps to the side. You've got 2 attacks though, so.
Oh, I'm like never quite. Alright, so I'll attack then with the Flame Tongue again.
It's a miss. He blocks you. Carries you off. Alright. Olacan, you burn a little bit at the start of your turn. Take 3 fire damage.
When, yeah, okay. I'll put it out and then I'll attack him.
It's an action to put it out.
Yeah, I'll use my bonus to attack him.
Okay. That
I
scimitar
get
of
that.
speed is great. You got sneak attack there too.
Yep.
Alright, you slash him for 12 points of damage. And he's very badly wounded.
By my honor, I will stop you here.
Alright, Auric, you take 0 fire damage. Doesn't bother you at the moment.
No. I'm gonna go ahead and not worry about it. I'm gonna firebolt this guy.
Alright, you point your finger at him as you're wreathed in flames. His eyes light up, and the firebolt just cuts a hole through him and he explodes. Falls to a fiery death.
Outstanding.
Alright, we'll keep in the initiative order just until everyone has put themselves out, because you're going to be burning every 6 seconds still.
Okay.
Someone else can also use their action to put someone else out if they want. Alright,
Yeah, I'm gonna use
you take 7 fire damage.
1, 2, 3.
3 fire damage, yep. And then
Then I put myself out of.
you stop, drop, and roll. Pat yourself out. Ren, you take 6 fire damage.
I mean, obviously, I'm gonna put myself out.
Okay. And Tarkin, you can use your action to put out Auric.
There you go.
Right, the Mephits sort of close in and they start clapping. Oh, points for everyone! You get a point and you get a point! Oh,
He's on fire. Yes, 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 yes. 55 points for O. They are dead, they are dead. Now you can enter the cave. In the cave you will go. Kill them all. Make them burn. Choke them. Kill them. Pop their eyes out.
Gonna cast Cure Wounds on Ren.
Thank you, Meth. Then
Oh my god, I keep rolling bad one.
don't worry about it. It's better than nothing.
It's a 1.
Oh. To get experience for killing it. I mean,
Yep, 780 each. Well, those encounters. The Mephits just start like grabbing the bodies and chuckling as they throw them into the fiery abysses. Seem to take great joy from watching people burn.
Little weirdos.
And where did I say the caves are?
That way.
They point southeast.
I don't remember finding any orbs yet.
I'll probably going to the first place to get orbs.
Alright, as you come to this area, you notice like a very big difference between the terrain. This like obsidian just changes into this like brownish rock, and you see glowing red runes and these strange stalactite like spires jutting out of the ground. And the Mephits sort of they start flying with you guys, and then one of them just sort of hits this invisible wall and he's just sort of blocked.
Good. Still up. That way. The cave.
And you just see this rough-hewn tunnel just leading into the ground. You've seen other caves like this dotted around everywhere as you're flying in, but also among these like stalactite-like spires that are jutting out of the ground, you see this circular platform with 6 sockets in it, surrounded by 2 glowing red rings in a circle.
So that's where the gems go.
Yes, the orbs. You must put them there first into the arteries. The arteries, yes, go into the arteries. Do you have arteries? Arteries. Good to fill with fire and smoke.
And I'm gonna ask these guys, like, how many of you are there?
Huh?
This place. Is it just you, or there are more of you?
We come and go. This is not our home. We're just vacationing. Vacation. Staycation. Oh. It reminds us of home. Much fire, much lava, lots of smoke. I like wind. Fire is better. No, wind is better. Fire is better.
2 of the methods start wrestling each other on fire. The magma method picks up the smoke method over his head and throws him onto the ground. Like Conan the Barbarian. There's just a dark winding tunnel just leading straight down. Looks like a natural cavern. Sneaking around much like an artery would. You guys know this is the body of a dead god.
I'm gonna encourage the one in front of me to get in on the wrestling. I'm gonna give him guidance.
He's just pinning him to the ground. The other methods like sort of gather around.
Fight!
Watching the performance.
I'll make sure to have my mace out as I start going down.
All right.
Torch.
You guys descend into the veins of the dead god, Tunarath, into the arteries. They look like lava tunnels.
Ooh.
There's no lava though. It's very, very hot here and quite uncomfortable. There is the tunnel is about 10 feet wide, roughly 10 feet high. It sort of varies between 7 feet at times. And this winding passage just continues on and on and on. And all right, Rin, you're bringing out your mace for light.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyone else want a light source?
I am going to cast light on my shield.
Okay.
And Tarkin's just going to keep the sword lit.
Yep. Okay, into the tunnels you guys go, and you notice something up ahead that seems to sort of shimmer.
I think we're seeing the entire map.
Really?
If you meant that, yeah.
I'm not. Just reload and you'll be fine.
Let me fix it up.
It's been happening with
Reload, though, if I can see everything.
Let me see.
It's been happening for a couple weeks now, 2 weeks, where that'll randomly happen for no.
How about now? Is it better?
Yeah, I still see the whole thing.
All right, reload your page then, and block that out of your memory.
Peeking.
Look into this neuralizer for me, please.
Ooh.
Now I feel like I have to immediately see
What are
that
these?
movie.
Well,
Person
now I'm in the
PTSD. Oh, there we go. All right.
home page.
What is going on with these maps? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just move the map over again. See if it fixes it.
It was fine with me, and then I moved to the home page.
What about now?
Yeah. No, I never had that issue.
Is everyone good?
So I just see the homepage now.
Oh. What is going
I was on the map until you did whatever you just did. Well,
I
let
am.
me
again.
refresh.
No,
Maybe if I
I'm in the
refresh.
homepage.
Don't refresh.
Oh shoot, I did.
What about now?
I'm there.
I am in the map.
Yeah,
No
I'm
issues.
on the map too.
Is everyone on the map? Got the dynamic lighting?
Northwest corner and all that.
Yeah. Okay.
Let me move a little bit to check. Yes, everything seems to be working.
Sweet. Okay, so as you guys move up, you see these shimmering red scales on the ground. Quite a few of them. They sort of glisten quite brightly with your light sources.
Safe to assume that these are dragon scales.
Are they?
Yeah.
Gonna take a closer look.
They certainly look like them. They're quite large. They're very bright. You can make an investigation check.
Okay.
All right, yeah, you think they must be red dragon scales, but you're not sure like the size of the dragon that they would belong to.
Can I pick one up and then compare it to one of the blue dragon scales that we have?
Sure.
'Cause we know what size that dragon was.
It's sort of smaller in comparison.
The red is smaller.
Yeah, the red is smaller.
We should pick these up, put them in the back of holding.
Oh, we can.
Dragon scales can fetch a pretty penny.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, if we
If
ever
there
get
are
out of this
dragons-
hole.
If there are dragons in this tunnel, I'm going to point out that the tunnel is a very bad place to fight them.
Two Githyanki start walking towards you guys. One male and one female. And they look at you guys. They've got their weapons drawn. The female calls out.
Looks like you didn't get the message. This is Githyanki territory.
Oh.
You are intruding.
No, we didn't get that message.
Well, you've got it now, so run along. Before this
We have
gets
business
ugly.
further inside.
You can have no business here. This is a Githyanki military zone. Now, it would be nice to just slay you instantly. But we're gonna give you a chance to get lost. Or perhaps we'll take you as slaves. You would fetch a pretty penny on the market. Or perhaps you'd like to rot in the will of Gith. Take your choice.
I don't know. We've already done the last two before, and neither one of those were very fun.
What? So you're criminals? Well, that makes
you
our
are.
choice easy.
I'm gonna slip a dagger into, a dart into one of my hands.
Alrighty, they draw their weapons and it's on.
Fight is on.
Alright, Talking, you're up.
Alright, gonna move up and just attack. So 5, 10, 15, 20, and attack with, come on. What did I do? Yeah.
You hit the end turn button. You should still be able to do your stuff. There you go.
Yeah. Going to attack with Flame
I fixed it
Tongue.
for you. You're welcome.
Thank you.
28 is a hit.
And
Alright, you slash for 16 points of damage. You notice she's a bit tougher than the male Githyanki. but she was not able to react quick enough to that attack, and it got her.
Alright, follow up with Warhammer. Not thinking super thinking.
19 hits as your attack with your bonus action for 9 bludgeoning damage.
Alright, and then going to do a menacing attack this time.
Alrighty. You only do you only do it if you hit the attack. You don't need to declare it beforehand.
Okay.
Alrighty, 17 hits.
Alright.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, what's your DC on that?
I actually have that here.
$17.
Oh,
Alrighty.
So it's actually 18 because I'm level 7 now. I didn't update it.
Okay.
No, it's the same.
Yeah,
It's
your
not
proficiency
level, it's not
bonus.
related.
I don't think it went
Yeah,
up.
it's not connected to level. Sorry. Yeah.
Alrighty, you hit her for another. She's dead. Cut her straight down. She just hits the ground. A burning mess. She did look a little bit frightened in her last movement there.
She's the one that picked a fight.
I'll just bonfire him.
Alright, he'll try to dodge out of the way. But start jumping up and down as the bonfire
Oh, I'll put the bonus on him too.
burns him for 3.
Help
Alright,
X.
do a bonus action help on him. Next attack will have advantage. Auric.
Firebolt him.
That hits him. 20 points of fire damage, and yeah, it explodes, and he's burnt quite badly. The first thing he's going to do is step out of the bonfire, and then he's gonna fight Tarkin. He'll swing with his greatsword with his first attack. 19 hits for 12 points of damage.
Yeah, I'm gonna parry that.
Alright, you use your reaction to add, was it +3 to your, or is it just that?
Reduce the damage.
Okay. Alright, you reduce it down to 11.
Wasn't very. I think it's +1 for my dex as well.
Okay.
So 2.
Alright, you reduce it down to 10. You parry away a bit of that blow. And then he swings again. And you manage to block that attack. And he simply Misty steps back here now.
Come on. I'm not done yet. Don't hold back. This is what I live for.
Okay.
Fan.
Going to toll the dead. Let's go.
He sort of starts coughing. And just screams.
And going to stay over here. I don't want to block the path.
We're in.
I think I'm blocking the path.
You definitely are blocking the path.
So I don't want to block the path. I'm blocking.
I didn't realize to run that
Bad fan pulls out a stop sign. A whistle starts
20,
blowing in Rin's
25.
face.
That's 30, 35, and then 40. And was I able to get the dart in my offhand like before the fight started? All right, I'll throw the dart.
12 is a miss. Whizzes by him.
Then I'll use my item interaction to pull out another dart and chuck another one. Aha!
19 is a hit. For 6
Fine,
piercing
smite him.
damage.
Do it.
I can't smite him with a ranged.
Alright,
know,
the
but it seems
data
fun.
is just sort of protruding out of his chest. He's like falling down to his knees.
For Queen Keith, I will stop you.
You know that you're about to get your head cut off, right?
Talking.
Alright, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and then attack with Flame Tongue.
That
Head
hits. And yeah, you just slash him straight to the ground. Burning
For
mess.
the queen.
I'll go and pull my dagger out. My dart out of his chest. Thank you.
I'm gonna gather up all these red dragon scales, and who's got the bag of holding?
That would be Rin.
Ren, do you mind putting them in there?
Oh, sure. Put him in.
Alright, you get 10 red dragon scales.
Hopefully an ancient red dragon doesn't come along asking what's in the contents of our...
Yeah, I don't think.
I mean,
Yeah, hopefully he doesn't
Could be.
look into the bag.
yeah.
Alright, up ahead you can hear quite a lot of noise. It sounds like someone's fighting off to the east, maybe 100 feet or so. Noise echoes very loudly throughout this chamber. You see more red dragon scales on the ground, and the tunnel splits into two.
Fighting's coming from this direction.
Yeah.
Do I hear any voices, like actual communication language?
No one's speaking, just grunts and the sound of like swords chopping stuff.
I see something there.
Yeah, I'm playing chess.
Up ahead, you see a room with what looks like a dragon skeleton laid out on the ground. Multiple red dragon scales and a wooden table with a black and white checkered board with pieces on it, and an older looking frail Githyanki sitting at the seat. And doesn't look up at you guys when you approach.
Is the sound of fighting coming from up in this direction?
Yeah. And a voice calls out. Who goes there? Who's there? You don't sound like Githyanki.
Gonna speak in Gith. What makes you say that?
The sound of your footsteps. Your smell. And your accent.
To be fair, I haven't showered in like 3 weeks.
Ooh.
Neither have you guys.
I know. I'm smelling myself, not
Hey.
you.
We did better than take a shower. We all burned. I think burning takes care of the smell.
Oh, I think it makes it smell worse.
Maybe.
I'm quite intrigued by this game. It looks like
You
a smart person.
are not meant to be here. So, I take it you fought your way through here using violence.
Not all the time. Only when other resources didn't work out.
Never by choice.
Except that time that Auric killed the wife. But I'm not gonna mention that.
Well,
And
that didn't get us here.
you have a purpose here. Surely you won't kill a defenseless and old man, will you?
Do you have an orb?
An orb. Ah, it makes sense now. And as he looks up, you can see his eyes are milky.
Yeah.
He's blind.
Yeah.
So the lava flow is what you want. You wish to head into the Red Dragon's lair, I see. Well, it won't be an easy task. And I am not permitted to give you my orb.
Oh, you have one.
Ah, yes. I have been ordered to guard one of them, as are the other commanders of this legion. So, would that change your mind then? You would kill an old man to get this orb?
No, but I'm quite interested in this game you're playing. It seems that you're missing a player.
Ah. Yes. Not many people visit me these days. I play this game to pass the time, playing myself. I watch over the young in the creche. Even them, they're too busy. Thoughts of violence, training, wanting nothing more than to kill mind flayers. Even though they were not born in a time when we were enslaved, like I was. Their anger still drives them, burning day by day. And he offers you a seat, my friend. Come, sit if you so wish.
I do. I take a seat and said, what do you think about playing for your orb? If I win, maybe you can give it to us?
I thought you said you wouldn't kill an old man to get what you want.
No, I'm talking about the game.
If I surrendered you my orb, then you would be killing me.
Oh, is it keeping you alive or something?
Oh, no. Nothing like that. As you guys are talking, you hear this distant, like, sort of scream of agony. Ah! And just, like, repeated, like, sounds like someone's, like, chopping down a tree or something. Grunts and moans nearby. It's very noisy. Somewhat peaceful in this little room.
I ask him, what's going on in the next room?
Oh, you're talking about the training. Ah, it is the young. They are preparing themselves to become men.
They sound like they're dying.
Oh, that noise. Oh, that is just a bit of torture, that's all. Sometimes you need to break a man for him to give you what you want. As I was saying, if I surrendered to you my orb, well, you would be killing me. The chief commanders would not have that, and I would be slaughtered. And as he's talking to you, he like moves one of the pieces on the board, Math Van.
Do I understand how the game is played?
Yeah, you've seen this game before.
Okay, I'm gonna...
All the pieces are
Wolf and
a
RP.
little fashioned to be Githyanki's various stances. It's like Githyanki knights, Githyanki warriors, commanders, Kithrax, all the different ranks of Githyanki.
Okay, I'm gonna do the same and playing black, so we say E5. Why an unusual move?
Ah, and even though he's blind, he seems to sort of still sense where you've moved even beforehand, and he like quickly moves and takes like one of your pieces.
Oh, Damn. Taking one piece in 2 moves. That's quite a master chess player.
You learn a few things when you've lived for more than 10,000 years.
Going to modern incantation.
Like
and
you've
seeing
moved
how...
more than two squares. Like this is just happening while you guys are talking, like in the background, basically.
I'm so impressed with him that I'm gonna modern an incantation and channel my divinity to become an expert chess player.
Alrighty,
So
you
you're cheating.
you make a couple of moves and take like 4 of his pieces. Ah, quite the expert chess player you are.
Yes, just let's hurry up with this game, please. It's a speed chess.
Ah, my friend, this is a game of patience.
Old man.
So, you value your morals. How will you get my orb if you do not wish to kill a defenseless old man?
That's quite the question, isn't it? We need the orb to save
Indeed,
countless
you do.
life, but you're not willing to part with the orb. So
It is yours for
I
the
turn back the
taking.
question to you.
It is
How
a
do you
question
feel
of your
holding the
integrity.
How do you feel holding the life of millions of people?
I have seen the rise and fall of empires. I've survived through multiple wars, torture, enslavement. I've seen it all, and I have begun to know that it is meaningless. The question for you is your integrity. The orb is yours for the taking. And he checkmates you.
Ah, damn.
And then he takes this red orb out from a little satchel that he's got and places it in the middle of the table. But you have to question your own morals. Know that if you take that orb, you will be responsible for my death.
If we don't take it, we may be responsible for the deaths of many others.
If you think that is the only way, I will not judge you.
Well, who is holding this sword over your head?
The others, of which there are 5. The ones who I answer to in my old age. Elvira, Kritiana, Solari, Alkea, and Arut, and Raznin. They are the commanders, much like me. I was in my former glory years. We have been stationed to protect these orbs. Only with all 6 of them may you enter the Dread Dragon's caves. By the order of Queen Vlarkeith. We must protect them and prevent them from falling into the hands of anyone but those sanctioned through the pact of our race and Tiamat.
So, if he's offering the orb, I'm gonna wait the pros and cons of this. So, the life of an old man versus the life of millions of people. Madbang is not very good on emotions. He's kind of like emotional, and he's gonna try to grab the orb. Your sacrifice will not be in vain.
Well, before you take it, Mathan, old man, you said that these others are the ones holding... The others that hold orbs are the ones that are holding the sword above your head.
Yes.
Correct?
Cool.
So if we go and take their orbs first, and make it to where they can't do that, then we would not be sacrificing your life. So we can just come and get yours last. Seems easy enough.
Or if they do not exist anymore, and they hold no sword over my head, then you can keep your integrity, as they will fight you with everything they have, and the match shall be fair. And then he sort of shows you this piece, Mathan, and you realize that he somehow rigged the game, so he won no matter what.
He cheated.
So
He's talking about integrity, right?
Oh, but you cheated too.
I did not. I am. Let's not talk about it right now.
And then he just sort of rests in his chair. The choice is yours to make, and yours only. I am but an old man. I would ask you one thing. While those that have born to fight come of age will give you a fair match, I ask you not to harm the young, while they are still innocent, not yet ready for combat.
We'll do our best.
At this stage, you guys have all taken a short rest as well. It's been like well over an hour of talking to him here.
Excellent. Paladin.
With my fire resistance for now.
It sounds
Okay.
like we're gonna be fighting Githyanki rather than dragons, anyways.
Yeah. So
Yeah, from what Olacan learned, this is like a Githyanki state, like military station in the Red Dragon caves. This is where the commanders like convey with the Red Dragons, make their like allegiance, and the ambassadors between Blackheath and Tiamat reside. This is not the Red Dragon's cave.
that's what worries me. Is Tiamat, not necessarily very good deity.
Just take the orb and let's go.
Is he giving us the orb right now, or
He said
gonna
the
keep it
choice
on?
was ours.
Well, we can go get the other orbs first, and then come back and get this one. I don't see why that would be any more difficult.
well, if given the option, I would take the orb as insurance and promise him to kill the people that are holding him hostage, so to speak.
Alright, you gotta go to grab the orb, Mathan, and your hand just passes straight through it, and it becomes
This
somewhat
guy-
translucent.
This guy is very good on integrity.
And he chuckles. You disappoint me. Now I know that you would surrender my life. Although you don't realize you're jeopardizing the lives of thousands. For I am the keeper of all the Githyanki young. Of the infants, they rely on me for guidance and an upbringing. Without me, they will die.
So at that point, I got a little bit angry. So for how long have you been doing this exactly?
Why? I am the oldest Githyanki living.
So you have trained countless generation of these slavers, bastards, and killers that went into my homeland, killed half a village, and took me prisoner here? That your job? Is that what you're proud of?
We didn't always used to be this way. It is a result of the mind flayers enslaving us. They seeded us with the violence and the anger. They created us. They are your enemy. Cannot change
Only
the
choose.
past.
You can only choose your own path. You have to be a prisoner of your history.
And then
And-
he pulls out another orb. Take it.
I'll reach for it.
Alright, you grab it. And you get your first red orb.
Awesome. I bow to him and say, we will do all we can to save the innocent.
It looks like my final chapter is becoming of me. And it's just this red crystal that seems to have these like scowling faces embedded into it.
Yeah. Don't like that at all.
Well, we better hustle to kill these other 5.
Old
And then
man,
he
can you
just
give us a
sinks into that
location
chair.
of where these others are?
You must leave me
complex.
now. I must make peace with my impending death.
All right, whatever.
All right. Tarkin lead.
You guys want to go northeast, or do you want to? So those are trainings and torturing. I don't know who they're torturing, but it wouldn't be surprising if they're torturing their own children.
That's going to be where you find the captain. He'll have
Oh,
an
that's a
orb
good point.
too.
There probably is someone with an orb up here. All right. Does anyone want to try to sneak up there and do a little reconnaissance, or should we just walk on up?
So the training it sounds like it's coming from this direction, but the screaming is coming from this direction.
That's the choice. Oh,
I can go.
You're-
Just tell me which way.
you guys pick.
I say let's go to the
Who did
screening
that?
first.
Screaming. All right.
Alright, Olacan, you're scouting up ahead.
Yeah, and then I'll sneak whenever you want me to.
Alright, make
I'll
a
wait.
stealth check.
I'll wait here. I'll turn off the light for the moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, you creep up ahead very silently, Olacan. Try to conceal your scent and your presence in general. Sort of head down this sloping tunnel. It seems to sort of descend a little bit and then angle up oddly, and just an endless maze of this tunnel. There's a few more red dragon scales on the ground here, and you can hear this screaming, ah! Some more, and some sort of like scraping and almost like chirping on the ground, like coming from a room to the southwest here. And you recognize that familiar screech as Kruthik.
Oh, nice.
And what's the picture on the ground?
Alright,
the
as you move in, you
Embedded picture.
you see a large mosaic in a truly large chamber, and it looks like a green dragon's head. Tiled mosaic of a green dragon's head. And as you look around, you see a young Kruthik and a big mama Kruthik just sort of milling about in a room. These screams seem to be coming from like around the corner, and none of the Kruthik react to your presence.
Okay, I'll tell him what I saw. And heard, whatever.
Well, Kruthik aren't going to have any orbs, probably. That was the screaming you heard. Was it? I guess was it?
Something
Kruthik
sounded
screaming, or
like...
was it?
No, it sounded like something the Krusiks were gonna eat.
Or maybe we could
Make a friend?
go
Okay, let's
go
go.
observe. Yeah, go observe and see maybe if that person deserves rescue.
Well, they deserve rescue, but whether or not they deserve us to kill them after is the best part.
Right. Yeah. Nobody should just be eaten alive by a Kruthik.
They should be burned alive by fire bolts.
Exactly.
When have we become so jaded? This place has ruined us.
Holy snap. Oh, that's the head of the dragon? I thought it was a Kruthik. I was like,
So what's the
geez.
mosaic?
As you
Yeah,
move
that's
into
the
the
paint.
room, you start to hear some screeches of Kruthic and these skittling steps and they sort of screech. Ah! Ah! And then you also hear this screaming. Ah! And as you guys approach, you see Kruthic start to gather quite close. They're just sort of dancing around on these long, sharp spines that they have and screeching and moving around, very animalistic fashion. But they just sort of stand their ground there.
Do we see any people that they're eating or torturing or?
As you look to the north on this room, you see a flayed humanoid dangling from the wall a few feet above the ground. He's practically bones with a few scraps of flesh. And when you look over to the northwest, you see a torture rack with a Githyanki splayed out on it, his arms and legs stretched, as a Kruthic just sort of gently pokes him with a stabbing claw, starts to nibble on him. Ah! Ah! He's being eaten alive.
Mm.
You look special. Let's go save
I
him.
bet there's an orb in this room.
Alright, when you guys sort of move a little bit closer, the Kruthic move a little bit closer as well. And you see this, the mosaic in its entirety now. It's a 5-headed dragon breathing fire. There is a red dragon head, a black dragon head, green dragon head, and a blue and a white Tiamat.
Quite scary.
As you step into the room, the Kruthic edge forward a little bit more. Even the one eating the person sort of comes away, and then they just the Hive Lord screeches, and with that screech, the young Kruthic charge forward. Okay, Olacan, you're up.
Okay, I'll just dodge.
Talking.
All right. Yeah, this is gonna be a tough one. We
Yeah,
have to attack. It's a lot of Kruthic. All right, so 5, 10, 15. So he'll attack that Kruthic. So his first attack will be with the Flame Tongue.
23 hits. And you cut the Kruthic straight down.
All right, and then so we'll move back. And that'll be his turn.
Alright, as the Kruthic screeches, these spines just shoot off of its back. And the spikes, they attack you first, Tarkin. 19 hits. And the spikes hit you for 5 piercing damage. And more spikes fly out towards Rin. And 18 hits for 6 piercing damage. And it just sort of moves around a bit, moving in a little bit closer. Rin.
I'm gonna have to get rid of some of these little ones. 15 feet. take a swipe with the Mace of Disruption.
17 is a hit. And you bash the Kruthic for 6 damage, cracking its shell. A 15 is a miss and bounces off.
Son of a bitch. Just gonna kick it.
17 hits. And you just sort of kick it in the face, like breaks. Like a
Good job.
stepping on a beetle. Crunch.
I'll move a little further in. It's 30 feet. And I'm actually going to use one of my key points to do patient defense on dodging.
Okay. This Githyanki, he sort of pleads with you.
Hey, get me out of here! Help me! Help me!
When I can.
Alright, so young Kruthic's turn. They just start swarming with a screech, and I'll do all their movement first. Alright, 2 rush you, Tarkin, and Rin, you get like completely surrounded.
Yep.
Alright, the rest are gonna dash, so I'll just do these attacks first. Alright, the first one that runs up to you, Tarkin, it leaps through the air and tries to stab you. And 23 is a hit for 4 piercing damage. And the next one jumps at you and uses pack tactics to attack you with advantage. 17 is a miss. Rin.
I'll riposte that one.
Okay.
Let me just get the damage
These
minus.
things have pack tactics.
Yeah.
Rin has made a fatal error.
That's why I ran away.
Oh well. At least I'm dodging.
28 is a hit. And you decimate that Kruthic, slicing it down. It explodes. Alright, Rin, the 5 of them, they all sort of just sweep at your legs, goad you, and then they just start jumping one by one. So you're like grabbing them and throwing them off and dodging them. They do 5 attacks on you.
Hit.
Alright, that hits you for 4 piercing damage. Another one gets you for 5 piercing damage. Another one gets you for 4 piercing damage. 4th one attacks.
Oh.
Oy.
And one of them misses.
Well,
13.
at least that's
14,
something.
21.
21 points of damage. The other remaining 2 Kruthic, they dash up to Tarkin. Taking the dash
Yeah, I
action.
forgot they had pack tactics. If they didn't have pack tactics, only one of them would have hit me.
Alright, this is a Githyanki. He tries to like slip his hands free of these ropes. He's like roped up. Now he managed to get his hands free. And then he uses his action to like, yeah, basically gets himself free. But he's still looking pretty hurt. He's like, Stretch Armstrong at the moment. Have fun.
You're right. There are too many of them here. Actually,
Don't forget about the big one.
yeah, the big one. You're surrounded over there, so. $30. I'm going to use
you
Spirit
provoke.
Guardian.
From this one.
Okay, that's fine.
It's a miss.
I'm gonna use the Spirit Guardians.
Alright, and are you exempting the captive Gith from your spirit
I
guardians?
am. Yes, I am for now.
Alrighty. And you will hit Olacan with that because you can't see him. You can't exempt him.
I didn't know he was there, but if I can avoid it, I would do it.
It's fine. Just hit me.
Yeah, I don't think you'd actually know Olacan is there because he hasn't revealed his location. He's hidden.
It's fine.
It's Olacan's fault. Just blame Olacan.
All right, that's my turn.
Auric.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Let me see here real quick. And I am going to twin my haste spells, and I'm going to haste Rin.
Cool.
And then I'm gonna really hope that that big bad one doesn't come after me.
Who else are you hasting?
Rin.
And?
Tarkin, I believe.
Darkin? Hello?
Yes. Can everybody hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
Now,
Yeah, I couldn't hear when you said the second person. But I presume it's Tarkin, right?
Right.
Yeah. Alright. Haste goes on. And you're quickening that? Oh no, that's it?
No.
Alright, Olacan, starting your turn in the Spirit Guardians, you actually need to make a wisdom save.
you're pretty smart, right? Oh my god, that's gonna hurt.
Well, he's smart. He's just not wise.
Oh, look at that! You're so lucky.
You take 7 radiant damage. Start your turn.
I cannot declare people after the spell is cast, or
No, only when you cast it, you can designate people that you can see to not be affected.
yeah. So watch out.
Cal Green Flame Blade. The two on the bottom of Tarkan, neither of them are injured, right?
No,
Bars are kind of hidden.
you've got
Green Flame
advantage.
Blade, the right one.
That hits, and you cut the Kruthic straight down. You become visible when that happens.
And that's the other one. The 11 damage.
The green fire leaps over to the Kruthic and burns it to the ground.
Ooh.
Then I'll take my bonus and I'll attack the one in the.
Alright, you sort of whip around and sever that Kruthic as well, killing it instantly.
Damn.
Very nice.
Yeah, no, go do something.
Tarkin.
In the circle, because I can't. Oh yeah, you're hasted. Give him the beats.
I was just
Alright.
on mute while I was doing all that talk.
An 18 misses, bounces
Yeah.
off the Hive Lord's shell.
I remember these things. They're tough. Okay. Alright, bonus attack with the Warhammer.
19, even that, it bounces off its impossibly
Oh my
hard
God, this thing.
Titan.
Alright, alright, so now this is my second attack. Am I not gonna hit this thing once?
13 also ricochets off its shell.
Alright, so, So now what do I get? One more attack?
Yeah, you can use your hasted action to do a single attack. 13, it's
Wow.
also a miss.
This thing is unbelievably tough. A
You
19
just
didn't hit.
do a frenzy of attacks on its shell and it just does not penetrate its flesh. Alright, the Kruthic screeches and just sprays acid in your face. Make a dex save, Tarkin.
Does he have a bonus to that for being hasted?
I think you get advantage from haste, or a +2. Something like that. But 16 makes it anyway. And you get sprayed for 12 acid damage.
Mm.
And then it just moves 30 feet. Like that. Back and forth. Sort of just tracing around. Rin.
Alright, let's start up here and then work clockwise if I can kill them with one hit. First swing.
That's a hit. And you destroy it with a single blow.
Second swing on the next one down.
That's another hit. And you smash that Kruthic to the ground.
Hasted swing. Oh,
11's a miss.
then I'll roundhouse kick it in the face.
That hits. And you kick it in the face and it snaps its head to the side. Then looks up at you. Its face is all like twisted and it's still screeching and yapping and trying to bite at you.
Oh man. I literally couldn't kill it in one hit with a regular attack there. Damn. Okay.
You do see the Spirit Guardians just like dissolving
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, I was about to say I don't even know why I'm worried about it.
Alright, roll us some damage, my fan. 13 points. We'll see what happens. Alright, the one closer to you, it is gets just melted away. And the other two, they actually resist, taking 6 radiant damage each. And they sort of turn to you, Math Fan, and the two healthy ones run at you. One of them provokes from Rin. 15 is a miss. And then, yeah, they sort of just swarm you instead, Math Fan, and they both attack, stab at you. With advantage from pack tactics. One of them stabs you with a crit for 8 piercing damage. And the other one jumps on you, screeches, knocks off your concentration, bites onto you for 7.
I hate these things.
Alright, this Githyanki just basically falls like off the torture rack. And he cracks his knuckles. And he moves over. And he just like goes to grab the Kruthic. You can tell he's badly injured. Try and eat me alive, will you? And he just tries to like wrestle with the Kruthic. It's too quick for him. My fan.
Okay, I am going to cast Bless. Going to cast Bless on Ren, Tarkin, Nolakin.
Okay.
That will be needed for the big guy.
Yeah, that thing is crazy.
That's my.
Auric.
Okay. to twin a cantrip and spend 1 sorcery point. These 2 surrounding math man with firebolt.
All right, the first one hits, and the Krufik is roasted. It turns into a roast chicken. And then there are 2 freshly roasted Krufik now laying on the ground. The Hive Lord screeches in this sort of wail of agony. Olacan.
Well, okay. I will Green Flame Blade.
14. Yes.
And a little bonus attack.
29 is a hit, and you find a gap in between its kite and piercing it for 18 damage.
Good job.
Tarkin.
Alright, I'm gonna action surge on top of everyone.
Okay.
Just try to get some attack.
Beat the piss out of him.
First attack with Flame Tongue Sword.
Don't forget to put your bless in. You got blessed, so you have to add that as a global attack modifier.
Didn't matter in this case.
No, but you yeah, the acid is burning you, Tarkin, and it's just like burst of pain as you go to swing. You miss.
All right, and then bonus action attack.
24 is a hit.
Finally. All right, I'm gonna try to trip it as well this time.
All right, strength save for the Kruthic. It fails, and you hit it for 13 bludgeoning damage. You just snap that hammer down onto one of its legs and sort of break its leg. It sinks to the ground, prone.
All right, so that was my bonus. All right, this is my second attack. The sword.
23 is a hit.
Okay, that one.
You got advantage now that it's prone.
I need that advantage.
All right, you slice it for 13 points of damage.
Okay, this is going to be my hasted attack.
And a 26 is a hit. As you slash it, fire juts out between the gaps of its chitin. 22 points of damage.
Alright, and then this is going to be my action surge attack. And I'm done, yeah. This hits.
A 19 is a miss.
Unbelievable. Alright. And I think that's everything, right?
You've got 2 attacks, so if you use action surge, you get
alright,
another
so I get
action.
one more attack then.
Yeah.
Right.
And 23 is a hit. Another vicious slash for 17 damage.
Okay, and now we're done.
Nice.
Alright, even in this badly beaten state, the Hive Lord stands to its feet, lets out an almighty screech, and starts trying to stab people. 1 spike goes for Olacan. It's a miss. The other spike goes for Tarkin. And it's a miss.
Alright, and I'll riposte that one. Right, I
Alrighty.
can still do that.
Yep, you've got your reaction. $20 is a hit.
Thank God.
Another lick of flame very badly burns the Hive Lord. And it just sort of prances up on its hind legs. And you just slice it in the neck, and then it crashes to the ground.
Phew. That was...
You beat the
tough.
piss out of that thing.
Yeah. Well, circumstantial. A lot of circumstances came into play.
Yeah, that flame tongue sword, dude.
Yeah, that thing is definitely a game changer.
It's 415 experience. Alright, this injured Yankee, he's got like bite marks all over him from the crew thick and multiple lesions in his skin. Sort of gets a little bit of distance.
Isn't this ironic?
And then he just sort of starts laughing. And starts like slapping his knees.
Don't see what's so funny. Could you let us in on the joke?
It's a long story. But for now, know that I'm not your enemy. For now. You didn't come here to save me. Why are you here?
We're looking for some orbs. Red ones, to be exact.
The Kithrak have them.
Looks around, sizing everyone up.
You think you can go against the Kithrak? They're tough sons of bitches.
Don't think we have a choice.
You're gonna kill them? Take the orbs by force, I imagine. You don't look like the negotiating type, and they ain't either.
Well, if they're not, then we definitely won't. Negotiate, that is.
Well then put a damn sword in my hand. 'Cause I will enjoy that as well.
What is your name, friend?
Verza. And I've got a bone to pick with these bastards. They arm me,
Yeah.
and for now, we'll call ourselves allies. I need to get a bit of revenge.
Mathan, you can tell this guy has got some sort of personal vendetta against these Kithrak that he speaks of. Seems to be overriding any other feeling that he has. You read his
Enemy
body
of our
language.
enemy is our friend.
Yeah, that old saying.
And then he like goes over and kicks one of these crew thicks.
As for biting me, I was only a few chomps away from ending up like those suckers.
And he points to the blade people hanging from the walls.
Why were you here? Why were you tied up or made helpless to these things?
Punishment for learning the truth. Insubordination.
And what truth is that?
They want insubordination, I'm gonna give it to them.
I'm all in favor of that.
Queen Valkeith. Traitorous bitch. She's in with the mind flayers. I know it. Try to speak out against her. Well, I know the truth. She ain't my queen. The hell with all of it. I've just got blood in my mind now.
Can you use one of these, good sir? And I'll pull a longsword out of the bag of holding.
A bit light, ain't it?
I'm fresh out of the big ones.
I still have that silver sword.
Well,
Or
I mean, they
did
gra-
we leave
they-
that behind?
Well, we left it behind, I think. I mean, I didn't grab. I grabbed the bag, but they had already taken the sword out.
This'll do for now. It's a blade and it cuts. Good enough for me.
I'm sure we'll come across one of the bigger ones soon.
As he sort of grabs the longsword, you hear this like whoa, whoa. It's like psychic energy running up and down the blade, little shock waves. He sort of whips it around in his hand. He looks like a very able-bodied fighter.
Competent fighter.
He's wearing leather armor, studded leather armor that's got bite marks in it, but still looks like it'll provide him with protection. And he
As
looks
this
like
is happening,
he looks like a pilot as well.
as this is happening, I'm casting read thoughts on him, and I'm gonna ask him if. So, are we allies? Are you gonna betray us?
Alright, you just like hear his thoughts. First.
He has to make a wisdom save.
Okay.
He made it.
He made it.
Alright.
So we don't know anything.
Alright, with that, I think we'll wrap it up for today.
Before we forget, can we wait here for 10 minutes and cast prayer of healing?
Ren would be all down for that, if we can.
Sure.
Alright. Everybody get together. Everybody close to me.
You could be doing it while like you guys are talking.
And everybody gets 16, including him. And hopefully he doesn't betray us.
I feel better already.
Hey,
Alrighty, so we'll wrap it up here for today.
Alright.
Alright, so it looks like we're lose 2 players today, unfortunately. Olakan and Tarkin.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah, so
So-
I'm not forever, hopefully, but at least a handful of weeks. So if you guys are still going, I'll jump back in if there's room.
We'll see what's happening. I think we might be like sort of finish the campaign by then.
Yeah, it felt that way to me, but just in case.
See what happens.
Ooh.
But I'll just say that your characters like go off and
Well, we had an
Yeah.
idea.
I get a couple of the orbs.
This was my idea for my character because someone was talking about this earlier. They have banishment. I'm not from this plane, so if they banish me for whatever, when it runs out, I just go home, right?
Okay, so,
So,
someone wants
like,
to
I'll piss off my brother. We'll get in a fight, and I'll be beating him, of course, because he's a pansy. And then someone will banish me to save him, and then I'll go back to wherever I came from.
so Matt, you're going to cast banishment on him.
not right now. I cannot need that energy. It's a level 4 spell.
I don't think I don't know if your character would just leave your brother like that. I would say that you'd probably go off and get a couple of the orbs to like help them so they don't die, because there's no way that 3 people are going to get the orbs by themselves. So I'll probably say that you guys get like half the orbs or something. Otherwise, it's going to be too tough with only 3 players.
Yeah,
Alright,
it would be
guys.
tough for them without me, I know.
Well, thank you guys very much for playing. Hope you enjoyed
Yeah.
my homebrew.
Yeah, thanks to you guys too for this group, and for Ty, because him and I played the last one together too, so it was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been awesome.
Cool.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll let you guys know how the story unfolds. Anyway, so
Yeah,
you
well, I'll
guys
be
get
watching
it.
on the video. I'll be watching on YouTube.
Okay.
All right, later, dudes.
Take care.
All right,
Bye-bye.
bye bye.
See y'all.
Guys.